Hello everyone and welcome to the second CPU tournament for Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force 3. Hi Pocket Eye Dragon Rider, welcome to the stream. I'd say about a week ago, a little over a week ago, I did the first CPU tournament when I didn't have many characters unlocked, nor did they have their best decks unlocked. Now I'm not going to claim I suddenly have every character now, or all of their best decks, but I have a lot more characters because they completed a few more story modes. Some of which have been uploaded to YouTube already, some of them not yet, but they'll be coming soon. We're going to have a tournament. Now, I am going to copy-paste the tournament bracket in here. If you would like to predict who wins, you can do that right there. Let me show you what characters are in this tournament. I'll probably just go with 3 duel. I have the bracket right here, so you can see me update stuff in between. I can just pop this open. We have in this tournament Tyranno Hasselberry, who came in Season 2, I believe, who uses dinos. We have Jinzo, who I think appeared in Season 1 for 1 duel, but he's an interesting character. I actually did a story with him already, it was interesting. Has a few Jinzo cards and some high-level monsters. He has like a dark attribute-ish deck. For Jinzo's in this tournament, we have Yubel. Some of the participants I chose, some of them were random, and then we have myself and Disa. Disa won the last tournament. Yubel was one of the ones that was randomized, so let's see how Yubel does. We have Disa, an obelisk blue female student who I've lost to 5 times already. One of the 2 times I beat her was in the last tournament, because I actually won the finals against Disa. Let's see how Disa will do here. We have another main villain of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX in Kagemaru, who will be using his Uriah Lord of the Searing Flames deck, so his continuous strap deck in this tournament. Then we have Jesse with his Crystal Beasts. And I believe the deck that Jesse has for this tournament actually includes a copy of Rainbow Dark Dragon as well. So we'll see if he ever gets to summon that. There is me. I'll be using an Elemental Hero deck. Last time I used just a bunch of beaters and pretty good spells and traps, which is not like the ultimate deck, but I felt like compared to the average deck that the AI had, it was too good, so my chances of winning were a bit too high. So I decided to have a deck that, generally speaking, is a bit weaker. It can do awesome and has a lot of options, but it's not as consistent, and if you don't have a good opening hand, then you may just lose pretty easily. Which I'm fine with, because it is a CPU tournament and not just a, hey, let's watch Alka Duel the entire time tournament. So if I make it to the end, yeah, fine. But I'm okay with it being, with me losing first round. I'll basically try to win. So I'm in this, then Bastian Misawa is in this. There's 3 characters from page 1 here. Bastian has a deck for every attribute. I just haven't unlocked his light one yet. He'll be using his dark attribute deck in this tournament. Zane Truesdale, who was the other character after Bastion to not be in the previous tournament, who is on page 1. Zane's going to be in this. Camula, one of the Shadow Riders, is going to be in this tournament. The Supreme King will be in the tournament, so an alternate Jaden. That's a really dangerous one. Then the person who I actually predict will win the tournament, but it's going to be hard because it's there's some really good ones in here. Sadie, the young shop clerk, shop employee in Duel Academy. She actually has a really dangerous deck. So let's see if things work out for her. If I fight her, it'll be in the finals, but I don't expect to reach the finals with the consistency of my deck. Then, a very recently unlocked character. I think only Chun-Li I unlocked after making the bracket. But we are gonna have an alternate Atticus, namely Night Shroud, will be in this tournament. And then also we will have Moses, one of the game exclusive characters. I was in this tournament, I put 3 game exclusive characters, then myself, which makes 4, and then the other 12 are from the first 2 pages, of which at least 2 must be from page 1, and the rest is randomized. So in this case, it's 3 from page 1. So Moses is in here. Disa, we already showed Disa, the Obelisk Blue female student, who was the highest ranked CPU player from last time, so that's why she's there. And then Ait is here as well. I've beaten him twice. I do not remember whatsoever what his deck is, but he's gonna go against Truman, who has 2 different types of decks, one with like Dark Archetype and some anime exclusive stuff. I decided for this tournament to let him use his Dark World deck. So Truman's gonna play Dark World for this tournament, and then probably more towards what you know about him from the anime, some anime exclusive stuff in the future. Moses looks a little like Jimmy Neutron. Yeah, I can see how Moses looks like Jimmy Neutron. Okay, so Jimmy Neutron is in this tournament. Except they generally give the Slifer Red students the worst decks. I feel like that's intentional. So let's see how well Moses will do, because I'm pretty sure the 3 CPU characters we had last time, one of them was Wisteria, who I wanted to be in the tournament. Like, I chose her. And then we randomized 2 others who were, I think, both Obelisk Blues, which is why they all did very well. But now we have 2 Slifer Reds, so chances are they'll lose, and the average strength of the AI has improved as well. That's gonna be fun. I haven't seen Rika type yet. If Rika was truly here, Rika would do the eye thing. That is how I know Rika would be here. If you see them in chat, then yay, welcome, nice. I generally, I do it sometimes. I don't like to call people out that are in chat that are just lurking and not saying anything, because that might be intentional. And, I don't know, that might make them feel a bit awkward, or, I don't know, they're not happy about it if I call them up like that. I pop in to say hi and get smacked with 9 ads as fuck, so there shouldn't be any ads. Like, I played a 3-minute ad a little earlier, while I was setting up, like on the stream starting soon screen, which should make there to be no pre-roll ads or ads whatever for the good while. Like, for the next 50 minutes, there shouldn't be no pre-roll ads. I have no idea how it's set up with... I don't remember how ads on Twitch work with ads in the middle of stream. I just know that I can set up like a 30-second ad or like a 3-minute ad, and I generally do the before stream, because then it means almost an hour or whatever of confirmed no pre-roll ads. Hey, stay hydrated. Okay. Thank you. I'll post the link here one more time. This will be the bracket. So we have Tyranno Hasselberry versus Jinzo to start us off. Yubel against Disa. Kagemaru against Jesse. I'm going to be against Bastion. Zane and Camula will fight each other, which is a duel that happened once in the anime. Back then Zane lost, but that's just with his Cyber Dragon deck. And I'm pretty sure this, although he does have some Cyber Dragon cards in here, or is this, no, is this just a Cyber Dark deck? No, I think this is the evil version of a Cyber Dragon deck that he used in this one. Supreme King versus Sadie. Oh, Supreme King is a really dangerous character, but I think the Shopkeeper has a really good shot at it. But Supreme King, if he gets the right cards, can hit so hard with things like Malicious Demon and Dark Gaia really early on with stuff like Dark Calling. So, if anyone can beat Sadie, maybe it's a Supreme King. I predicted Sadie to win the tournament. Night Shroud, Moses, and an item Truman. If you click on the link that I just posted in the chat, you can make a prediction. Let's see if anyone else has made any predictions. Not yet. But I'm going to give you just a moment to do that. I'm on chat only at the moment now, just in case you try to say something to me. Alright. If you want to make a prediction, I'll give you just a moment more to do that. Just click on the link that I just posted. Supreme King was an evil hero, so it's interesting to see you versus Supreme King. If that happens, it's only going to be in the final. I'm also not doing match for third place anymore. I did that last time because it felt right, but during the tournament I already realized, yeah, that's not happening. Let's make sure I have the right deck. And that my settings are correct as well. Dual effects are on, that's what I wanted. Yeah, this is my elemental hero there. Let's go. Both will be in the tournament. Supreme King is in the 6th duel, and Zane is in the 5th. If they both win their first duel, they fight each other. I don't know, just popped in, and bam. That sucks, Rika. Sorry about that. Pre-roll ad should be off. So I guess after the stream I can look into my ad settings, but I'm pretty sure I have them set. I use the default settings, and if I have done an ad break, then there should not be any pre-roll ads. Like maybe during the stream somewhere, but there should not be any pre-roll ads right now. Because personally I find them very annoying. I like to use my Gravekeeper's deck a lot. I was able to get all the cards, basically, except for some of the anime exclusive ones. So I built multiple other decks that I was really excited about that I used in World Championship 2008. This game has a few more cards available, including some synchros. I'm excited to use some synchro decks. Not that there's that many tuners. Ooh, Gaming did his prediction. Let's see. Gaming's prediction. I can see what you called it. You called it Card Chopper. So something tells me you like Sadie's chances. I'm gonna start the tournament in terms of the predictions. If you are still making a prediction, let me know in the next 10-15 seconds. Otherwise, I'm gonna start the tournament. Tuner Cyber obviously missed their newer release support, which they ideally need. Let's get this started. Start the tournament. Can I now see what Gaming's prediction is? Yes, I can see Gaming's stuff. Oh, Gaming, you have faith in me. Looks like we both have Truman in the semifinals, and we both have Sadie winning. But our second place and our other semi-finalists are both different. That's interesting. Alright, so if I open this, you can see, hey, I can put in the scores now. I put them open to voting. No idea what that is. I think the vote is like if it's like an opinion-based victory, and then I can see all those stats here, and then select the winner. But I honestly just did that so I could click submit and not have to put in a score. That's the entire reason I did that. Well, let's go to this. Let's get this tournament underway. First match, Tyranno Hasselberry versus Jinzo. If only then we could have DDD. Yeah, that's a little later. I like this, the speed of this game a lot. Like, synchros are nice, but I think GX era, like NGX era, maybe early synchro, but I think NGX era, I think that speed, the amount of the decks that were available then, I think I liked the most. I never played super competitive at the time, so I don't remember what was the most competitive deck at the time, but in general, the games you can play, the decks you can make, the speed of the combos. I like this one the most time. Tyranno Hasselberry. Do we have any special things for that? No, Tyranno Hasselberry is just going to use his most recent deck. I really like... The reason I put in Jinzo is because he has really interesting things to say when you put the animations on. Unfortunately, I haven't unlocked any more of Jinzo's decks, because I just randomly unlocked him as a partner, and I used him as a partner. That's about it. Alright, Jinzo, let's go. Tournament has begun. Dino Rampage was anti-trap. He's not as much anti-trap in this game as in others.
I
really like the designs to the later standard Duel Academy Duelists. The colors for all three of the dorms. Rye Yellow, Cypher Red, Albus Blue. They really make it look a lot cooler than just the standard gray Duelist. I really like this. It just stares at you and then a card pops up. Ectoplasm? Yep. This duel is gonna go by pretty fast unless they both decide let's set monsters so we can avoid the effect of Ectoplasm. Because the effect of that spell forces you to attribute a face-up monster you control during your end phase. Half of that monster's attack points are then dealt to your opponent as damage, but you do lose monsters, especially if you don't have a monster at the start of your turn. You might want to set it just to make sure you have a monster during your opponent's turn. Oh, that's good, because then not that much damage can be inflicted to Jinzo. Ooh, he has a third giant German in his hand, that's unfortunate. So that's less damage to Tyranno Hasselberry, more damage to Jinzo. I wonder which monster he'll tribute. Maybe just Gillosaurus. Because it's his weakest one. And then what Jinzo does, because Jinzo doesn't have any monsters. So is he gonna set again, and then Tyranno Hasselberry stays in the offense? Jinzo's best plays... Jinzo's best plays are, like, with Fusilier Dragon, the dual mode beast. Getting that thing, you can normal summon it but with half stats. Even sets that might be that one, that might be the giant germ. But then it goes in the graveyard through various things, maybe Ectoplasm, and then you bring it back with stuff like Prumage or Barrow. Oh, here comes Jurassic World.
手札からフィールド魔法発動。現れろ。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。
Oh, I like Black Stego. Nice stats, and you can attack with it pretty safely. Because when the opponent then attacks into it, it switches to defense mode, going for its higher stats. Oh, this is looking very good for Hasselberry. Just offense from the start, and Jinzo was never able to get going with his big monsters. Nothing like Mirror Force to stop Hasselberry either. Some more damage from Black Stego. Makes sense. Hyper Hammerhead is the one that attacks the defensive position monster is smart, because even if they might have a high defense monster such as Black Stego, not that Jinzo has it, but let's say they do, then that just gets sent back to the hand at the end of the attack anyway. No Destiny draw. Don't remember the exact moments where you can activate it. I know you have to be below 4,000 life points. Or maybe you don't have any monsters that can beat over something that the opponent has. Malice Dollar Demise is the card that's meant to go together with Ectoplasm. Why would they play that and then not attack? Well, that's a waste of trap. Oh, no, the equip spell. Actually, that goes back to the hand, so that's more damage then? Wait, does the doll come back next standby phase or next to the user standby phase? Because then it's... No, the users, that's the problem. Oh, why not Superconductor Trainer? No negative effects, yet higher than 3,000 attack for 2 tribute. Very rare monster in that sense. Stuff like Blue Eyes Red Dragon normally is the highest in that. Hasselberry wins. So Hasselberry makes the next round. One win for Tirano. Okay, so that's not how I do it. I still have to put in scores. I just want to choose the winner. Okay, so votes did not add something anyway. Okay, yeah. Pretty sure you predicted Jinzo top 4. So that's already one of your things gone. Right, Ubel versus Disa is next. Kagamaru Camille, you're later in the tournament. Does Ubel have multiple decks? Nope. No, I was the champion last tournament, but I consider Disa to be the defending champion because she got the highest rank out of all the highest placement out of all the CPU players. So that's why Disa was confirmed to be in this tournament. And Disa actually slightly upgraded her deck. Can she do anything against Ubel? The previous champ versus new challenger Ubel. Let's go.
よし、行くわよ。このデュエルで僕の心臓を貫いてごらん。さあ、遠慮はいらないよ。僕も遠慮はしないからね。デュエル。見せてあげるよ。本当の愛を。僕のターン。
Start with Ubel, which isn't great. They probably want to summon Yubel through something like Mystic Tomato.
カードをセット。ターンエンド。行くぞ、私のターン。ドロー。手札から魔法発動よ。
I'm pretty sure I predicted Disa to get to the semifinals at minimum.
これで行くわ。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚よ。
Ooh, really nice. Yeah, I didn't remember much about Disa's deck, but yeah, Disa uses one tribute monsters, such as Moby's the Frost Monarch, like a few Monarchs, Bitelon, and stuff like that. And has cards that can bring them out easily. I think she had Reasoning, I think that was her. And there's stuff like Fiend Sanctuary to put a token on the field for instant tribute. モンスターをセット。カードをセット。ターンエンド。行くぞ、私のターン。ドロー。リバースカードオープン。トラップ発動。手札から装備魔法発動よ。 これで行くわ。モンスターを特殊召喚よ。手札から魔法発動よ。 That's a good combo with Premature Burial, because you can then reuse it. It's not like all of the Haunted or something like that, where if the card is gone, you get it back. However, now Premature Burial is gone because Morphing Jar. Haha. Too bad. That's not gonna help you. Yubel has some options, like Regeki Break. But I feel like Regeki Break is meant to destroy her own card. Like her Yubel, but I've never actually seen her play Yubel. I think she does run Mystic Tomato in this deck. And that's her main way of summoning it, otherwise it's... You need to tribute summon and then it's effectively really annoying against you. Yubel would be so much better and harder to deal with if it was easier to summon. Oh, no Premature Burial? No matter, we have Monster Reborn. And there go Mirror Force and Spirit Reaper. Oh my god. You are dealing damage. There are draws for Yubel, but like in Snipe Hunter is nice. A stall card like Spirit Reaper and just the Mirror Force to both be destroyed like that. That's a huge turn for Disa. There's Tomato. Does Disa attack with Warrior Lady? Because then Tomato can get banished. And if it doesn't hit the graveyard, its effect won't be applied. Or is there going to be the Exile Force? No. Nah, they're playing Karaz. They could summon Yubel now. No, another Mystic Tomato now. I don't think Disa will banish it though. Because she can beat it by battle. I would certainly banish it here, especially knowing Yubel is in that deck. Although generally the AI I think wants to summon the 3 Mystic Tomatoes, the 3 Shining Angel, the 3 Mother Grizzlies first, before a new monster is played. Yeah, so Mystic Tomato will stay. And now they're gonna play Exile Force? No.
来いよ。
So what's Yubel gonna do now? Attack with Mystic Tomato, summon Yubel?
僕のターン。ドロー。
Doom Shaman.
モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。
Oh. That's a Gemini monster.
バトル。
But it's gonna attack Exile Force? It's the only safe one. Yeah, because Karas can crash into it. And Warrior Lady can still remove it.
ターンエンド。
行くぞ、私のターン。ドロー。バトルよ。いっけー。モンスターで攻撃よ。
He's going for the removal Warrior Lady, taking some damage but keeping the higher power monster on the field. Using the removal option now.
モンスターでダイレクトアタックよ。
That's a still advantage Disa.
おのれ。
And the third Mystic Tomato gone, that's Yubel's main ways of summoning Yubel gone as well.
ターンエンドよ。
With 2 set cards, this seems like a time for a Heavy Storm.
深い傷が。僕のターン。ドロー。手札から
Samsara
魔法発
Lotus.
動。
Is that a way to summon Yubel? I don't remember what that effect is.
モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。モンスター効果発動。
Ah, they need to
モン
roll
スター効果発動。
somewhere 2 through 5 to get the destruction. That's gone at least.
バトル。
Yubel's not out of this. Snipe Puncher can be really
モン
nice.
スターで攻撃。
Can Yubel just use Terror Incarnate? I feel like they should have gone for it. For the destruction, at least tried it. And discard. Oh, yeah, this is like a combo with King Tiger Wangu, I think.
タ
This
ーンエ
coach
ンド。
control takes 1,000 damage during the. Why?
私のタ
Oh, that's used to continuously tribute to get Yubel's effect
ーン。こ
award.
れで行くわ。モンスターを。
But it's just negative if you don't have Yubel to summon. What if there's just 2 copies of the card Yubel?
発動よ。
Terror Incarnate can't be summoned except through Yubel itself.
バトルよ。いっけー。
Uh,
モンスターで。
okay, this is big damage, that is good, but that does mean they will have Snipe Hunter back. I probably would have attacked Snipe Hunter.
おのれ。
The Snipe Hunter could still get rid of this. However, they only have 1 discard, which is Terror Incarnate.
容赦なし。
I feel like the only way Yubel can get through this is summon Snipe Hunter. No, they're not going to summon Snipe Hunter. They're using Destiny Draw instead, which is swords.
手
Alright.
札から魔法発動。
The only other way would have been normal summon Snipe Hunter, discard Terror Incarnate, have a 2 and 3 chance of destroying
ターン
Liza,
エンド。
and then hope that Face Now doesn't stop him.
私のターン。ドロー。ターンエンドよ。
容赦なしかい。僕のターン。ドロー。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。ターンエンド。
私のターン。ドロー。ターンエンドよ。
深い深い傷が。僕のターン。ドロー。カードをセット。ターンエンド。
私のターン。ドロー。
リバースカードオープン。永続トラップ発動。ユベル。
Here comes Yubel. This is her way to do it.
ああ行くよ。
Well, what's she gonna do now? She could destroy it with Snipe Hunter.
エンドよ。
深い 深い傷が。僕のタ
You're
ー
gonna.
ン。
Can you bell summon Terra Incarnate
ドロー。
if it's in the graveyard? Because then they can use Snipe Hunter to destroy themselves.
モンスター効果。
Oh! Play it in defense, use limit reverses effect. That is so smart.
ユベルダスアプシェリヒリッタ。モンスター効果。
There's Terra Incarnate. Now it's suddenly dangerous. They are using it on themselves.
モンスター効果発
Here comes the big one.
これが僕の究極進化系ユベルダスエクストレームトラウリヒドラッヘ。手札から魔法発動。
I don't remember its effect, but I'm pretty sure it deals a bunch of damage.
よく頑張ったって。
Disa, are you gonna lose? Because you were just not able to finish it?
ナイトメアペイン。モンスター
Pretty sure
効
that's
果
just
発動。
their attack dealt us damage. Yep.
いけモンスターでダイレクトアタック。
It's not over yet, but it's looking really bad for Disa. Does Disa have a
モンスター
Destiny
効果
draw?
発動。
Well, some Sarah Lotus will do some damage, but
モンスターを
that's next turn and that's 1,000.
ターンエンド。
私のターン。ドロー。手札から魔法発動よ。
Soul Exchange on Yubel? Soul Exchange on Yubel?
これで行くわ。モンスターを攻撃よ。
Is she gonna turn this around? Is a Borg on Snipe Hunter then? Because she can't attack this turn because of Soul Exchange. Destroy Snipe Hunter. Destroy Snipe Hunter. Oh, Disa.
セットよ。
Oh, is this gonna be turned around?
エンドよ。
So Sarah Lotus will be forced to deal 1,000 damage.
容赦なしかい。
Yubel needs one more draw.
ドロー。モンスター効果
MST is not enough. She's forced to switch to defense position.
おのれ。
And then all Disa has to do is not do anything.
カードをセット。
She can summon a monster with at least 600 attack and win. Although she doesn't know what the set card is. Or she can just end her turn and have some Sarah Lotus finish it off. Some Sarah Lotus is only there to work with the original Yubel card.
バトルよ。
As a tribute that can be done every turn.
いっけー。モンスターで攻撃よ。
Otherwise, it's negative.
ターンエンドよ。
Yeah, the AI will attack. But her win condition was right there. She would have won if she ended her
深い
turn.
傷が。
She doesn't know what the set card is, but she would have won if she just ended.
ドロー。
And because there's a set card now, some Sarah Lotus doesn't come back, so maybe that's why MST wasn't used.
カードをセット。ターンエンド。
Dark Illusions doesn't stop Borg.
私のタ
I
ーン。
think this is over. Disa does get the win. I was afraid for her once Yubel just went all the way up to Ultimate Nightmare in one turn.
モンスターでダイレクトアタックよ。
But Disa gets it. Disa gets the win.
よし、私の勝ちね。
We don't need protagonists
も
to
う
beat
一度。
evil.
もう一度デュエルしようよ。もっともっと苦しめてあげるから。
Alright, we move to the bracket. Disa moves on to the quarterfinal and will be facing Tyranno Hasselberry there. Next up with Kagemaru against Jesse Anderson. For Kagemaru, we need to make sure to select the right deck. Because he has 4 different decks. 3 of them unlocked. Alright, Kagemaru, I think I figured out that it was deck 2. Yeah, I wrote down 2, so I think that's the one. It should be the Uriah deck. If it's not, do I reset? Because I want it to be the Uriah deck. I guess we'll find out. And then Jesse.
無傷でいようなんて思っちゃいないぜ。ガンガン攻めてこいよな。
俺はついに取り戻したこの若さを。来い、お前の魂ごと俺の肉体に吸い取ってやる。デュエル。
Yeah, this is Uriah. And these are some anime exclusive cards to make it easier to summon Uriah as well. Those cards have now been released in a sacredly structured deck. I think 2 years ago or something like that. Gaming, didn't you use that deck in Master Duel? The Sacred Beast deck? The effects will probably be a bit different. This is just taken from what they do in the anime. Like most of the Time Lords in Attack Force 6 use the anime effects, because only 2 of them, Cephalon and Matayon, I think were released for a long time, and then much later the rest came in. Two cards set up for Uriah already. Didn't play the third card initially, probably afraid of Heavy Storm. But now the third one will be played. If nothing happens, then they get 1,000 life with next gen and then summon Uriah. And the thing about the game rules at this time is when you summon a monster, you still have what is called Ignition Priority. If your monster has an Ignition effect, you can choose to activate that before the opponent has a chance to use something like Bottomless Trap Hole. While in current Yu-Gi-Oh!, your opponent first has a chance to respond with something, let's say Bottomless Trap Hole. Once that entire window is out, you're back to an open game state, then you choose to use an Ignition effect. Uriah, when it activates its effect, it has an Ignition effect that I think destroys a set card on the field. When it uses that effect, the opponent cannot chain to it. So by using Ignition Priority with Uriah's effect, the opponent, even whether you targeted Bottomless Trap Hole or something like that for destruction or not, the opponent could not respond with it, even if it would get rid of Uriah. So one of the first things I thought of when the new rules were announced with the Ignition Priority, it was Uriah that got hit hard. The other decks like got hit a bit by it, but I remember Uriah definitely did. Not something Uriah yet, they're waiting. Gaining the life points. Like, why wouldn't they? They can't attack this turn, so maybe that's why. Ooh, that's dangerous. That's Morphing Jar, but they have Uriah in hand. You're gonna get rid of your own Uriah? They have multiple Uriahs probably in the deck.
Monster をセット。カードをセット。ターンエンド。瞬殺する。俺のターン。ドロー。 俺のターンだぜ。ドロー。手札から速攻魔法だぜ。
この瞬間速攻魔法発動。
This is where the offense starts, because now Jesse can suddenly attack. And get to direct attacking. And with there only being 2 continuous straps out right now, and Uriah not even being in the hand anymore, Kagamaru can't summon Uriah. But he has some nice stall cards. Like, he'll still gain the life onto Solemn Wishes, he can stall next to Nightmare Wheel, but he really wants to draw into Uriah again. I don't remember what Fallen Paradise does. Oh, I see Fairy Box. That can be a really annoying card to deal with. It's either it does nothing, or you just lose your monster if you attack into an attack position thing. Wait, does Advancer destroy all their monsters if it's gone? Oh, get rid of their monsters. That's really good for Kagamaru. Is he gonna attack now? He has Surge Striker, which is a 5Ds card, by the way. It's a Synchro era card, but he has it. I think it's just attacking with that and Slave Warrior. Now it's basically just waiting until he gets Uriah. Or until, like, he'll keep healing, he'll burn Jesse. That could be a win condition. Just gonna take a while.
なるほど。何？
地獄に落ちろ。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。ターンエンド。
Kagamaru seems to be in a better position, but this could be... Like, we're close to Rainbow Dragon. Well, the Dark Summoning Beast here, does it have that graveyard effect in the anime? Or is that something that was added for the TCG release of the card? Because when this game was released, Dark Summoning Beast is anime exclusive. And Tag Force has quite a few anime exclusive cards that were added. So that's why some of the Time Lords and certain other mons that were released later, like Jim Crocodile Cook used the Fossil deck. The entire series of Fossil cards is anime exclusive. They are much better in TCG now that they're actually released. But they're only released in the past few years. Like, this game is like between 15 and 20 years old. GX was a while ago. So it might just not have that graveyard effect. I think Kobold might have been the one that's missing. So now Rainbow Dragon's live, because they're all on the field and in the graveyard. Not sure how Rainbow Dark Dragon was summoned. I think that's... You need at least 7 Darks with different names in the grave. Which only works with Advanced Dark. I think Rainbow Dragon's live. They've had Carbuncle, they've had... Cat. They have Cat, right? Yeah, Cat's there, Mammoth's there, Tiger's there. There's 5 of them on the field. And then Eagle and Carbuncle in the graveyard. Yeah, Rainbow Dragon's live. He just needs to draw into it and we can Rainbow Dragon. Welcome back. Welcome back to 15,600 life points. Oh wait, 16,100 life points. It's just Solemn Witches heals 1,000 every turn. Nightmare Wheel deals 500 every turn. That's the only way Kagamaru's dealt damage so far. He needs to get Uriah to make this go a lot quicker. But he's not drawing into Uriah. Also, Jesse's not drawing into Rainbow Dragon. Rainbow Dragon could turn this around, even though it'll still take like 5 turns after that. And I don't remember what Kagamaru's other set card is. Well, there's direct attacks now, so Kagamaru's gonna lose some life points. Oh yeah! Metal Reflex Slam. He got that back with Mask of Darkness a while ago. Yeah, that's a really nice defense card. I used that in my Uriah deck. Why would you summon Dark Crusader? At least get something like Amethyst Cat so you can do direct attacks to deal some damage. Oh wait, that's permanent 400 attack. How would you play that all this turn though? Now he can take care of it. What should he tribute once he gets Uriah? Probably both Solemn Wishes cards. Probably both Solemn Wishes and Needle Wall, that's what I do. I think. Keep Nightmare Wheel to stop something from attacking, but especially for the extra damage. And then if they get rid of Uriah, you still have Metal Reflex on to protect you. And you have so many life points. And the Uriah can immediately be used to take out the set card. Ooh, if that would have been a 2, that would have been Dark Crusader just gone. But this... It's surprising it's taken so long, but then again, it is a 1 in 5 chance. Nightmare Wheel's gone, because Amber Mammoth got destroyed. So that's the 500 damage every turn for Kagamaru gone, which is, in some ways, win condition, if he could stall it out. Oh, here's Rainbow Dragon. He drew into it. These are really cool animations for the monsters. And Fairy books his plate, so this could be his undoing. Not yet. Every time he attacks, it makes sense that he does. He needs to win. But this is gonna hurt. And this is only 400, but still. If that would have happened against Metal Reflex Slam, that would have been 3,000 damage. Kaboom. What's the fusion with Rainbow Dragon? The one with Neos? Rainbow Neos? Interestingly, apparently in this game, Jaden says all of Rainbow Neos' chance when he summons Divine Neos. Which is incorrect, because Rainbow Neos also exists in this game, but they'd probably put that with the wrong card. He has a deck in which you could summon Rainbow Neos if Rainbow Neos was in that same deck. That's a lot of healing for Kagamaru. This is definitely how you could do the, oh yeah, heal 10,000. Heavy Storm? Why? Fairy Box is your win con! Fairy Box is part of your win condition! Does he want to play Mirror Force that badly? He could just sit that! Oh! Alright! Alright, I guess we're summoning Dark Samora for some attacking. That's part of the reason why you play Surge Striker, just to have a wind monster. Just attacking a Dark Crusader. And then set Mirror Force. No. What? Okay, to protect that card, that works. But it doesn't protect itself from Mirror Force, so just set Mirror Force. And set at least one of the Zomas, I would say. Why are you not setting Mirror Force? I know you have a lot of life points, but set Mirror Force. Well, this duel's taken a while, so we certainly are seeing some interesting plays.
バトル来い奇跡の光をまとい駆け上がれ
There goes your Dark some more. You could have just played Mirror Force. Are you gonna play Zoma the Spirit now?
カードを
Because you played both. You gonna play one this turn so you can attack with it?
トラップ発動
I've definitely seen some ways that the AI plays. Like, they can't... It's impossible to read every single situation like a human can. And that's why I think the AI, in some sense, has become worse as games went on, just because the games are just much more complicated with the combos. I don't think you could make... It's super hard to make a proper, like, combo-heavy deck have good AI. Because they're focused on that combo. There's so much data that will just go into every single situation you could find yourself in with so many cards that exist and the hard combos. I don't see that working as well as the humans. Alright, Zoma the Spirit attack, finish this. Zoma the Spirit's effect will finish the duel. Because when it's destroyed by battle, the monster that destroyed it, that amount of attack is dealt to the opponent. Finally! We're done. We're done here. Kagamaru wins.
さああと少しだったのに何が悪かったんだ
How different would this duel have been if Kagamaru never set Morphing Jar? It would have been save all content for cards so far. Did I get a new thing? Maybe because they summoned Rainbow Dragon or there was a bunch of healing, I unlocked something new? I don't actually know. Well, let's update this. Kagamaru beats Jesse. And who's gonna fight Kagamaru in the quarterfinals? It's gonna be Aoka, me, or Bastion Masawa. So it's my turn now. That's, I think it was deck number 2. Yeah, number 2 is the dark one. Pretty sure they are put here in the order in which you unlock them or first see them. But why are they not just in numbers? And why are they just the character name and the number? It's so much harder to tell what deck is what, especially with Bastion. The Skull one... They have... Apparently in the internal data, all the decks have names. Like Cyrus Truesdale. It'll just have Cyrus Truesdale 1, Cyrus Truesdale 2, Cyrus Truesdale 3. Except his deck are called Serious Respect, Full Power Respect, and Absolute Respect. And then you have stuff like Working Vehicle and Big Bro's Right Hand. Those are the names of his decks because they suggest what happens in the deck. Anyway, number 2. I count Disa as the defending champion, but sort of I am, but I have a much different deck. And although this deck can bring out some big monsters, in general it's not that consistent. If you stop 1 or 2 of my big summons, like my fusions, then suddenly I'm in a lot of trouble. There's not a lot I can do. Not the best E-Hero deck, but there's a lot I can do with it. That's why I made it many years ago, and I just basically copied it to this this game. I will Future Fusion. The biggest monster I can make with Future Fusion is Electrum. Which just thinned my deck of a bunch of monsters I didn't really want. However, my best and my favorite fusion in my eyes is Plasma Vice. Both piercing damage and it can discard to destroy an attack position monster. So I'm gonna go with Plasma Vice. Let's see your dark deck, Bastion. Oh, Litmus immediately. Pretty sure once I have a face-up trap, that thing becomes dangerous. Yeah, pretty sure they have Mad Dog of Darkness and 3 Cups of Luster Dragon to both work with Advanced Ritual Arts, but also with Dark Simorg. They have Dark Simorg in their deck. And Litmus is just being there until they get a face-up trap. And I think they have a few continuous traps in their deck, such as Anti-Spell Fragrance. In which case I might have to Heavy Storm early. There we go, but I can't Heavy Storm this turn because of Anti-Spell Fragrance's effect. So what did they send? Luster Dragon I saw, and a Mad Dog Darkness. That makes sense. So now they're 3,000 overall. Unaffected by trap cards, not destroyed as a result of battle. So I could destroy it with Plasma Vice. As long as there's a face of trap card on the field attacking defense, this could become 3,000. Yeah, so Plasma Vice can take that out. So I'll set Heavy Storm so that I can use it next turn, maybe. And I will play Burstino Tricks in defense just to not take life point damage. Actually, I didn't need to because I have Hero Signal. And with that, I'll probably just summon something to set up the graveyard. There's Sparkman in there, there's Blade Edge. There we go. Litmus has to attack Clayman, because that's the only thing that can destroy it. Yeah, this one doesn't really matter, but now I can just play something that has high enough stats to beat Manju. So I could just summon another Clayman, which I would have done if Mad Dog was still left to attack. Wait, Stratos. Normal or special summon, I can do it. I'll get Plasma Vice to take care of Litmus. Yeah, I'll play Stratos. Add a card to hand. And I think I'll go with... Actually, I don't know what to go with. Plasma Vice destroys Litmus with effect, attacks Mad Dog. I'll take Wild Heart just in case they have another trap that I don't know about for later. Is Future Fusion... is it removed from the field when Plasma Vice comes out? I don't think so, so then I really can't use Heavy Storm. When this guy's removed from the field, destroy the monster. That's not good. Alright, let's get rid of a bunch of cards. Destroy you. And let's just destroy you. I wanna Oversoul, so leave it at this. Because I can Oversoul later. For something. And I also want to keep something in my hand for the potential of using Plasma Vice again. And I think I'll just keep it in hand. Because I don't want to use Heavy Storm with Future Fusion. If I would have thought about that a bit more, I wouldn't have used it before. They could have just set a spell card as well. Because I can't use it immediately because of Anti-Spell Fragrance. We're looking good so far. Oh, that is Mirror Force. They didn't play it before because Wild Heart is unaffected. I don't want to use Heavy Storm yet. But now the Future Fusion and Plasma Vice are gone. I got rid of 2 of my polymerizations.
モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚
Sonic Bird? Didn't they just add advanced ritual art already? Sonic Bird adds another one. No, ritual witness. Okay.
カードを
They
セ
can
ッ
do
ト
both. This is definitely the time heavy storm. One of those will be one of the ritual spells, which they needed to set early. Get out of here. Final attack orders. Okay, so they have advanced ritual art still in their hand, I believe. Oh, Oversoul. Summon Sparkman. I want to attack.
Mada 予想以下だ。このくらいは必要経費だ。
One card is advanced ritual art. So if they have Litmus, they can advance ritual art into Litmus, because I think they still have enough normal monsters left in the deck. But then it's still no stats.
ターンエンド。
So we're looking good. They've used Mirror Force, and I think Mirror Force is limited in this game? I don't remember. Maybe I should look it up. Wild Heart's safe from traps, which is really nice. Does he have a trap that can stop me? Not yet. With them already having used Mirror Force, what else is there? I don't recall the exact... Actually, after this duel, I'll look up the exact ways of how Destiny Draw works and when you can activate it, because I think this would be a moment he can. Because he's way behind in life points. And I'm the only one with monsters. I could get the third polymerization and fuse into something, but I don't need to. I'll attack Wild Heart first just in case there's a trap that can stop me. First Tricks, finish it! Oh, Bastion's out. I'm in the quarterfinals. I'm gonna fight Kagemaru now. I'm kind of really afraid of Kagemaru. Yay! No, I don't need to do it with the same settings. But I gotta win. That's nice. I used this deck, I think, as Jaden's partner in the 3rd and 4th Heart story that I have recorded already, just hasn't hit YouTube yet. So you'll see that in the coming week somewhere. Alright, we go back to the bracket, where I beat Bastion. He's gonna meet against Kagemaru. Zane Truesdale Camula next, but first, I'm gonna look up how Destiny Draw works. Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force 3 Destiny Draw. How does it work? During a duel, if a player's life points fall below 4,000, and their opponent controls monsters, while they do not control any monsters with attack higher than theirs, as long as that situation is not overturned, they will be given the option of activating the Destiny Draw feature. Using it will randomly select one of the Destiny Draw cards in the main deck and place that card on top of the deck for the player to draw. Also, that's why Snipe Hunter did come in a couple duels ago after the Destiny Draw, I think by Ubel. Because it was still on the top of the deck, it's just they magically pull the Destiny Draw card, put it on top of the deck, and the rest stays the same. It's not a shuffle. And you can set many different cards as a potential Destiny Draw card, but I guess if Bastion's would have been, let's say, Mirror Force, he already had drawn into Mirror Force, so then there's just no potential Destiny Draw left. I think if they can Destiny draw, the AI will always Destiny draw. I think that's how they are programmed, how that works. Wow! This happened a few times in the first tournament as well, where one of the opponents literally shows up in the right spot. Alright, need to make sure that these guys are correct. Zane, just his last deck. Same for Camula. Do I even have multiple decks of theirs unlocked? Yeah. Zane I have multiple. It's not gonna be just a Cyberdust. Camula I just have one. Let's go.
ヴァンパイアの貴婦人、このカミューラがお相手しますわ。
裏サイバー流の切れ味、とくと味わうがいい。デュエル。さあ、やろうか。俺のターン。ドロー。手札から魔法発動。モンスターをセット。カードをセット。ターンエンド。
Something I plan to do once I have unlocked every character, and preferably all their strongest decks, to do a full game tournament. Literally every character in the tournament. At that point I'm not going to participate, even though my chance of winning it are super low. Every character in the game, randomize the order, except maybe for one or two of them, but randomize the order, every character. So that's page 1, like Jaden, like Cyrus, like Zane. Page 2, Sadie, Kagimaru, Yubel, Dorothy, Jinzo, and every game exclusive character. So everything on page 3, which is a lot of them. And have them all face each other in a tournament. Gonna be one hell of a long stream. And it's probably gonna be multiple streams over the course of a couple of days. And we're gonna see who wins. It's gonna be an exciting one, I think. If I do that, then I might put up the predictions a couple of days before I start the tournament and start that stream. So that way I can upload that video on YouTube and people watching it on YouTube can predict. And it's not just, oh yeah, quick, you have 5 to 10 minutes to do it at the start of the stream. And I haven't set up any predictions with channel points yet, although that could be a way to like add interactivity. If people can predict them with channel points, bet it on who's gonna win. But I think with this amount of viewers, it's not really that usable. I need more viewers.
Monster 効果発動。こいつだ。モンスターを特殊召喚。
カードをセット。ターンエンド。
さあ、やろうか。俺のターン。ドロー。 手札から永続魔法発動。お
待ち、速攻魔法発動。
He had the combo in hand, Future Fusion into Overload. This is the deck that is Chimera Check, Fortress Dragon, and Chimera Check Over Dragon. It is such a deadly card, especially if you can combo it. Oh, the Fortress Dragon. Over Dragon might not be possible, but they could, thanks to DNA surgery, they could still Fortress Dragon. And now play Overload Fusion. Here we go. Wait, doesn't that send every other card in on your field to the graveyard? Why would you play Over Dragon now? You get rid of Fortress Dragon. Huh? Did I miss something?
モンスター効果発動
Yeah, you just send everything else to the
こ
graveyard.
いつだエボリューションレザルトバースト
Yeah, that's why you should never summon this with Future Fusion. You could select it to then make it work with Overload Fusion, and then summon it via Overload Fusion. But if you let it be summoned via Future Fusion, then the moment it's summoned, Over Dragon's effect will send Future Fusion to the graveyard, and the Future Fusion's effect will make Over Dragon go to the graveyard, and you've wasted your time and your
カードを
efforts.
セット
Let's see if Zin can do it with this, because with just Surgery and Over Dragon, I probably would have attacked with Fortress and then kept Over Dragon for later, because they still had Overload Fusion in the hand.
手札からフィールド魔法発動。モンスターをセット。
リバースカードオープン永続トラップ発動
ターンエンド。
そろそろ蹴りをつける俺のターンドローバトルこいつだエボリューションレザルトバースト
モンスター効果発動。
ターンエンド
華麗なるデュエルを私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。ターンエンド。
どうしたもっとあがけ俺のターンドロー来いモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚
Stall strats indeed. Camula needs to defend from Over Dragon, and the way to do that is called Spirit Reaper. Ooh, Gold Sarcophagus back to the top of the deck. Wonder what he wants to get with it.
Turn end.
華麗なるデュエルを私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。カードをセット。ターンエンド。
どうしたもっとあがけ俺のターンドロー手札から魔法発動バトルこいつだエボリューションレザルトバースト
モンスター効果発動。
モンスターをセット手札から魔法発動ターンエンド
華麗なるデュエルを
It might be hard to beat Spirit Reaper once Camula actually decides to play it.
手札から装備魔法発
But
動。
even if Spirit Reaper's on the field, Brain Control can stop it. So Zane's still looking good.
おいでモンスターを特殊召喚。モンスターをセット。カードをセット。タ
俺の勝利の糧となれ。俺のターン。ドロー。手札から速攻魔法発動。
お待ち。リバースカードオープン。トラップ発動。
He was looking good.
手札から魔法発動。バトルやれ。モンスターでダイレクトアタック。
素直じゃないわね。
ターンエンド。
私のターン。ドロー。手札から魔法発動。私の手下やモンスターを特殊召喚。私の手下やモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。ターンエンド。
どうした。もっとあがけ。俺のターン。ドロー。手札から魔法を発動する。勝利のための踏み台だ。モンスターを特殊召喚。バトルやれ。モンスターで攻撃。
素直じゃないわね。
ターンエンド。
私のターン。ドロー。手札から魔法発動。私の手下やモンスターを特殊召喚。
Yeah, I agree. It's pretty spicy. Zombie Dragon used against Camula.
ターンエンド。
Not Commander Fortress Dragon, not Commander Over Dragon. It's gonna be Red Eyes Zombie
俺の
Dragon.
ターン。ドロー。
One of Camula's best cards. Works really well with Zombie World.
ターンエンド。
How does it increase attack again? I forget. There's a way to increase attack, right? Or is that... No, that's Red Eyes Darkness Dragon. Zombie Dragon is just destroy something. And then summon it from the grave as a zombie. Which it'll always be because of Zombie World.
バトルよ。吠えよ。モンスターで攻撃。
モンスター効果発動。来い。モンスターを
I know it works well with Proto Cyber Dragon, but having Dark Zane use Shining
吠え
Angel
よ。モンスターで攻
just
撃。
feels a little weird.
面白い。血のたぎりを感じるぞ。モンスター効果発動。
The insta looking a lot better, and with Paladin on the field, that means, hey, Zombie Dragon has something to destroy.
モンスターを特殊召喚。
Isn't that effect optional from Shining Dragon? You're just giving Camula more things to destroy. Except I guess if you just left Zombie Dragon on the field, then they'd attack him
血の
as
た
Zombie
ぎりを
Dragon.
感じるぞ。
モンスター効果。
And it's on the field where
おいで。
they're machines, because I think because DNA Surgery was played second... Wait, which one applies? Does DNA Surgery override Zombie World? Because Zombie World is like everything's a zombie, but DNA Surgery says everything's a machine. Zombie World was activated first.
魔法発動。
Oh!
逃がさんぞ。モンスターを特殊召
Is
喚。
this where we power bot?
来い。モンスターを特殊
If
召
he
喚。
summons enough good things, enough
勝利の
machines,
ための踏み台だ。モンスターを特殊召喚。
that could be the Cyber Dragon.
勝利のための踏み台だ。 モンスターを特殊召喚
Yeah. I think that's... He's gonna power bump now.
特殊召喚
モンスター効果発動
No, we could just use a light hexyl fusion for it. Wait, does he have Twin Dragon in this game?
モン
In this
スター
deck?
を特殊召喚
He has Twin Dragon! He must have regular Twin Dragon and Cyber End Dragon as well.
モンスター効果発動
What's Cyber Valley gonna do? Draw 2 cards? Banish it and... Okay, Angel, whatever. Limiter removal!
バトル
If Capital cancel this attack, it's done.
あれモンスターで攻撃
Why is Zombie Dragon doing anything?
発動
Wait, it's also a machine! He never needed it! He just needed limiter removal. There's all this animation for Twin Dragon. Doesn't even need Twin Dragon. Because Red Eye's Zombie Dragon, Camula's own monster, is the one that defeats her.
なんてこと誇り高きヴァンパイアが人間に負けるなんて
鬼にならねば見えぬ地平がある敗者の貴様にはわかるまい
Maybe it's the first time I see new summon animations that the game wants me to save. Because normally for CPU Duel, I don't think it asks me to save. Alright, that's 5th duel done. Zane Truesdale beats Camula. Who's gonna fight Zane in the quarterfinals? Is he gonna have a fight with the Supreme King? Or is he gonna have a fight against someone who works at the Duel Academy card shop? Instead of the Supreme... I could use any of the Jadens, but it makes the most sense to use the Supreme King character, not just the deck. Pretty sure number 10 is Supreme King, 1 and 2 are the Neos decks, used by Season 4 Jaden, and then 05 is original Jaden with more the original heroes. Pretty sure Jaden Yuki 10 is the Supreme King deck. Yeah, Jaden 10 should be the Supreme King deck. And then against the person who I predicted will win the tournament. Last time my prediction, I think, lost in round 1? Or was it round 2? In the first tournament? I'm betting on Sadie, because her deck is good. I feel like because they're not, for certain characters, if they haven't dueled at all in the anime, which is very few characters in page 1 and 2. Sadie is, I think, one of them. I don't think she ever dueled. And then every character on page 3. They're not limited to, oh, you know, they have to use Brasinatrix and they have to use Avion or they have to use Proto-Cyber Dragon because they use that in the anime. Which might not actually be that good for a competitive deck. They can make actually something really good and interesting.
私が勝ったらお店で何か買ってくださいね。
Yes, please, Supreme King, buy something in the store. You want to get a card pack?
後方の
Look, it's Injection Fairy Lily. It's so cute. Oh. Sorry, rude customers are not allowed. Get out of my store.
ドロー
Now.
いでよモンスターを攻撃
Yeah, it's a
表
really...
召喚
Sadie has a really good deck, but if Supreme King can bring out... It has something like Dark Calling early on,
モンスター効果
and can attack early on while Sadie doesn't have the best defensive cards in the opening hand, it could get
カ
really
ードを
bad.
セットターンエン
There's Malicious Edge, but they need a tribute of Sadie as a monster.
私のターン。ドロー。
Not the worst opening hand for Supreme King, but definitely not the best.
手札から永続魔法を
Level limit Area B. Yeah, we're gonna see Abby Storm
この
next
瞬間
turn. Never mind, Destinato. Yeah, level limit's one of Sadie's nice stuff. Stuff like level limit and I think Messenger of Peace. Maybe she's gravity bind as well. She stalls with that and it's really annoying to deal with. I generally run a few spell and trap removals in standard decks. Stuff like Mystic Spice, Different Dust Tornado, Heavy Storm in this game is still illegal. So if I have it and I want to build the deck, then yeah. Ooh, that's probably not good. Maybe, no, Malicious Edge comes out now, that's going to deal big damage though, so it might be good. What I was thinking, if stuff like Gravity Bind is drawn later, then and Dust and Heavy Storm already gone, it's going to be a lot harder for Supreme King to deal with. Lid's going to continue here forever, looks like I'll be watching that. Yeah, I did see the notification come up earlier. Yeah, you can still pop in every now and then here too. But you can do what you want. Have fun. If she's still going when I'm done with my stream, then if I remember, I'll raid over. I think last time I did this stream, I after that went to Lids as well, but I forgot to raid. Dust Tornado again! This is looking really bad for Sadie because the more piercing. Sadie, you need a good stall card. You need Gravity Bind, Messenger of Peace. There's no Earth monster in the graveyard yet, so no Gigantos. But there's monster... Not Monster Reborn? You don't even want to summon Solar Flare Dragon? No, it's looking really bad for Sadie. Sadie should have summoned it in attack position, but AI doesn't realize, oh no, piercing effect. Because not only would have that been 500 less damage for Sadie, it would have been 500 more for Supreme King due to Solar Flare's effect. Sadie needs Gravity Bind, something like that. That is a card that could be Gravity Bind. Maybe. Spell and trap removal is the biggest thing. Oh, here comes Dark Calling if Sadie can't stop this now. This is dumb. Here comes Dark Gaia. Oh, that's his ace. Either that or Malicious Demon, this was really good. And then the Monster Reborn on top of it. The Summon, the Stratos. Wait, the AI always searches with it, but it can destroy the face-on spell trap. They search. Okay, so maybe if it's Mirror Force, Sadie's fine. Sadie doesn't have the life points to survive this turn. Assuming they don't attack now with Dark Gaia. They attack with Dark Gaia. Wait, that someone switches the position. It's Marshmallow, no! Sadie's done! Sadie might be able to stall for a turn if he didn't draw into Dark Calling, this Sadie would have had at least one more turn. Because then only Malicious Edge would have dealt damage. No, Sadie! There goes my prediction! Sadie! I did say Supreme King, if they get the right cards, can be so dangerous and deadly. Melissa's Edge, Dark Gaia is 4,500 attack, let's go. If they don't get those good cards early on, it's really hard to deal with. But he had 2 Dust Tornadoes and a Heavy Storm in the first few turns, Supreme King. And Sadie needs their spell and traps to stall. Sure, they have something like Marshmallow on, but with stuff like Dark Gaia and Malicious Edge, even Marshmallow isn't really that safe. Sadie, for this duel, knowing the effects of the Supreme King's monsters, Sadie needed their spell and traps. But Supreme King drew into enough removal early on. The duel was a lot faster than the last one. And yeah, no, it doesn't ask me to save the duel, so that's probably just for new animations. Well, there goes my prediction for the win. It was going to be a close duel. Well, maybe not close duel, but just whoever draws better early on wins. And clearly that was Supreme King. He didn't have the best opening hand, but he pulled it back and then just Dark Hall finished it off completely. Alright, next two duels might be relatively easy to predict, considering they're against game-exclusive characters with, against an anime character that's supposed to be better. What just happened to Streamlabs? What in the world? Did I accidentally click on a thing? Yes. Okay, we're back. Our seventh duel. This is Night Shroud. With which number deck? Night Shroud was Atticus 4. That works. Against one of our other two game-exclusive characters. In the first tournament, all three of the game-exclusive characters made at least the quarterfinals. I think two of them even the semis. But Disa might have been Yubel in a very nice fight. But can Moses beat Night Shroud? I don't even remember what deck he has, but it's probably not that great. Let's find out.
Yosh, yaro.
Yeah, I'll do it. You're gonna burn. One of them doesn't sound as threatening as the other one. Spell Absorption. He probably has 3 copies of the same fusion. Fairy deck. Saint Joan. That's a fairy fusion. The enemy's Dark Witch. Alright, you can see quite a few normal monsters generally in the Sniper Red deck, I've noticed. Some of them will be as good as Dynami's Dark Witch with 1800 attack. Some of them will be Acid Crawler. Effect monsters, but they're still really weak, such as Griggle and Amoeba, like Kenjo uses, but I've already beaten Kenjo 10 times. Generally as tag opponents in story mode. Every time a new character comes in or they have a new deck that I haven't seen yet, I fight against it. There we go! Bunch of that card's gone. Here comes Red Eyes Black Dragon. Does that have an animation in this game because of Night Shroud? It does not. Blizzard Dragon as well? This is where Night Shroud takes over, because pretty much all of Moses' cards are gone. One of his hand cards is Polymerization. Also, notice how Dragon's Mirror is in his hand. I think Night Shroud is FGD in this game. He's had 5 dragons in the grave and boom, 5 got dragon. Or 5-headed dragon, but I think it's still called FGD in this game. Dragon Mirror already? Oh, Gift of Mystic Elf to get some life points. Okay, you're done for. Let's see, it's Mouse Dragon, Red Eyes Black Chick in the grave. What else? Oh, Heavy Storm. So then he has to use Red Eyes Black on the field as well, yeah. Red Eyes Black Chick, Mouse Dragon. Five got the dragon! You're done for. You're done for, boy. You're about 5,000 attack monster. If he pulls off anything, I'm pretty sure they don't have destiny draws, the game characters. If I say game characters, I mean the game exclusive ones. If I say anime characters, I mean the page 1 and 2 characters that also appear in the anime. Time to finish it off. Final turn. Doro. 5 got the dragon. Direct attack. Instead of 10,000 damage by direct attacks in 2 turns. Moses is dead. I do wonder, if I do that all character tournament, there might be a few matches where Slifer Reds fight each other, and the occasional one where Slifer Red beats an anime character. Whew. That was pretty quick. We take Nitro out and say that they beat Moses, because that was really quick. I think last tournament it was pretty interesting to see all the game characters advance at least 1 round, because I randomized them into characters that were good. This one wasn't as much. Right, Ait versus Truman for the final match in the first round. Truman have a specific deck. I need Truman 03. Because that's his Dark Roll deck, and I decided I wanted to see his Dark Roll deck. Just check one thing real quick. That's on. Ait versus Truman. Final match, first round.
What
did I do to get too close to the truth? Oh, Goblin deck. I see the theme immediately. Second Goblin is a union? For Giant Orc? Maybe we'll see it, maybe we don't. Even though the story duel against both 2 Trumans using the same deck did use 2 copies of the 2 times the same Dark World deck, I didn't see many Dark World combos, I just saw the occasional Dark World card. I don't think I saw any of the discard effects, just tribute summon gold, and then I saw beige being used as an attack. Ooh, Power Zone, that's an anime card. When a monster destroyed a battle, the control takes damage equal to the destroyed monster's original attack. AKA, everything on the field gets the Elemental Hero Flame Wingman effect. Both sides. Against stuff like Giant Orc and Goblin Elite Attack Force, this might go really fast for Truman. You need to MSD. Alright, you need to MSD.
カードをセットだ
Okay, you can still do it when they attack, but use Mystical Space Knife when in Power Zone or you're gonna lose so many more life points so quickly. I don't expect you'll win, but just try. Use MSD on the field spell, please.
手札から魔法発動
Why would they do
モンス
that?
ター効果発動
I don't understand. They would deal about the same damage
モンスターを特殊召喚
if they would just attack into it thanks to their field spell. They don't know that there's MSD.
手札から魔法発動
Ooh, with 3 sets, it's a risky monster reborn.
よしモンスタ
They're
ーを
going
特
to
殊
finish it
召
off
喚
if there's nothing like Mirror Force, and I don't think there is.
よしモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚
They still have their normal summon. They just tribute into Silva, which is not that much stronger.
バトル
They're going for it. I would have probably kept Silva for potential discard later. It's barely any difference in attack. No need to MSC the field spell now. The monster's already gone. Did they really not have anything to stop Truman? Is he gonna win in 2 turns? Is this a turn? Oh, this is the power of the Dark World deck. Just discard special summon. And then Power Zone. I think it's called Power Zone. 4 turns. Yeah, the Slifer Reds are done. They did not put up much of a fight.
君に恨みはないのだが障害は取り除くたちでねさあ消えてもらおうか
Ooh! Some of them say you're gonna die or you're gonna disappear. He actually tries to grab you. Oh no. Okay. Well, Truman wins. We have our quarterfinals. Tyranno Hasselberry against Disa. I'm gonna think Disa wins it. Kagamaru against me. I think Kagamaru will win it. Hey, Manny. Because I think his stall cards will be enough to beat me, and I don't have that much spell and trap removal, so I need to be... Once I draw into my Heavy Storm, I need to be really careful about when I use that. And Zane against a Supreme King. Nitro and Truman are allies in some sense. Even though their first appearances weren't in the same season. Like, the power of Nitro comes from Truman's world, so... Okay. Tyranno, Hasselberry, and Disa, the only match that doesn't have a villain in it. Let's set that one up. Alola. Disa, you made it to the final last time. Can you do that again? Can you actually be champion this time? Instead of losing to me? If I beat Kagamaru, I might face Disa again, just with a different deck. Alright, first quarter final, let's go. Also, after this duel, I'm gonna take a short break. Just for getting food and toilet and stuff.
俺と恐竜さんの
Just
進化は
a pre-warning, I
誰にも
suppose.
止められないざうるせえデュエル出たとこ勝負だ俺のターンざうるせえドロー現れろモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚
Not going for Jurassic World? I guess with stuff like Mirror Force, you don't really need it.
ターンエンド
Just going for the stats instead.
行くぞ私のターンドローモンスターをセットよ
I was gonna say, watch Disa Soul Exchange to the Mobius the Frost Monarch. That would have been an amazing opening turn.
ターンエンドよ
出たとこ勝負だ俺のターンざうるせえ ドロー手札からフィールド魔法発動一緒に戦うザウリスモンスターを攻撃表示で
Oh, no need a sword for Jurassic World if you're just drawn to it.
バトルウケルドンモンスターで攻撃
Why not attack with Hyper Hammerhead?
モンスター効果発動よ
Oh, new cards. Oh, there goes Shallow Grave. But also Marshmallow.
ウケルドン
Interesting.
モンスター
Giant
で
True
ダイ
Nade,
レクトアタック
also MST.
カードをセットターンエンド
行くぞ私のターンドロー手札から魔法発動よ
Oh, she's the one that plays Heavy Storm.
なんだと
No Jurassic Impact.
なんだと
No Jurassic World.
手札から
Now she's gonna set a bunch of things. And then we're gonna see Giant True Nade. Actually, it's not Heavy Storm, so we can just set it again the
こ
turn
れで行く
after.
わモンスターを特殊召
Spell Striker into Tribute Summon. That's usually the play.
手札から魔法発動よ
Fiend Sanctuary's gonna double it? It's usually a single tribute
バトル
monsters.
よ
What?
いっけモンスターでダイレクトアタックよ
Okay, Spell Striker can attack directly, but does she not have monsters to tribute
バ
summon?
ドン
カードをセットよ
Many draw monster card.
ターンエンドよ
Yeah, sometimes you will draw a monster card.
どうするザウルス俺のターンドン
Monster card. Oh, he drew a monster card.
アルティメットティラノ
リバースカードオープン
And this is why you Giant True Nade before summoning your monster. Hassleberry, that's completely your fault. You should have played
魔法発動
Giant True Nade. Like, if it was something like Mirror Force, then sure there was a chance that it would have happened next turn.
カードをセット
But, come on. Alright, they realized Morphing Jar is on the field. I'm pretty sure the AI in this game is set to, okay, if it is known that Morphing Jar is on the field, whether it's mine or the opponent's, set everything. Just so you don't lose them when Morphing Jar happens. Metal Fiend Token Summon was completely useless.
カードをセットよ
The opponent would go into Spell Striker anyway if they wanted to attack. Another hand refresh.
これで行くわ
Trade in with Ultimate Conductor.
召喚よ
More Spell Striker, but does Disa actually tribute summon monsters now?
魔法発動よ
He's exiled Force to get rid of something,
バ
but
トルよ
no, still no tribute summon monsters?
モンスターでダイレクトアタック
She's still winning though because she got rid of the Hassleberry's monster. Then again, Hassleberry with a hand refresh might have a chance to come back. Disa doesn't have a bunch of cards, but Fiend Sanctuary is going to cost 1,000 every turn. So the fact that she can deal 1,200 with Spell Strikers isn't that
バ
big.
ドン
モンスターをセットよターンエンドよ
I wish I couldn't see Hassleberry's hand as
覚
well.
悟するザウル
Because
ス
then it's harder to say
俺のターン
stuff
ドン
like, oh, you should have played that card, you're dumb. Because I just don't know he has the card, and that way it's more surprising what they play as well. I would like that. If anyone knows any way to do that in Attack Force 3, or if that's only possible in, let's say, later games, because I'm pretty sure it's possible in Attack Force 6.
手札から装備魔法発動
But if it's possible in Attack Force 3 through some kind of setting that maybe I don't know about, then please let me know.
バトル
Going for defense? The piercing with Sabersaurus, or just for the attack boost? No, they're doing it just for the attack boost. Here's Mirror Force.
発動よ
Yeah, that's why Disa felt safe.
ターンエンド
Gonna be some weak hits, but
いく
still
よ
hits.
私のターンドロ
He's
ー
gonna take another 1,000 from the token, which still is just, why was it even there? Except for if there was no other spell in the graveyard and they really wanted to Spell Strike. Here comes Mobius.
モンスター効果発動よ
How so I respond to it? No, because those are set earlier on for Morphing Jar, I think. Or at least one of them was. Looking really good for Disa. House of Bear made one big mistake earlier, and Disa's just taking advantage. I guess she just didn't have much to play in terms of her strong monsters before. Now that she has Mobius, I was able to get rid of some of House of Bear's cards. Even if House of Bear brings out a big monster now, the set cards from Disa can interrupt it. No more Giant Trunade. Ooh. Ultimate Conductor? No, Black Tyranno can attack all of them? Okay, they're going Ultimate. I probably would have gone Black Tyranno. Not a Black Tyranno, the other one. The one that can attack everything. That would have probably been optimal. They need to go choose offense now and just hope the traps don't interrupt them. Nope, Sakuretsu armor. There's more monster destruction in that deck. House of Bear is done for. Are they gonna play it safe and Exile Force the monster? No. Wait, are they attacking with Mobius and with Spell? Why would the Spell Strikers be in... The Spell Striker could have just direct attacked in one. But no, they're gonna finish it off with the Exile Force and Morphing Jar? Or was Morphing Jar in defense and I just missed... Yeah, it is. Okay, Exile Force is gonna finish it. Disa moves on again. She is good. So far, she hasn't... She's had 5 duels so far across both tournaments that were against a CPU opponent. She's beaten all of them. And because we saw a new animation, as I predicted, that's what causing the game to save. We move back to the bracket, and we see that Disa moves on. And if I want to win the tournament again, I have to go through Disa. But before then, I have to fight Kagemaru. Yeah, flawless victory. Perfect! I'm gonna take a quick toilet break. If you need to do that, you want to grab some food, grab a drink, do that. Take a moment, and then I will see you back very soon. Hello everybody, I am back. So it was really quick. We've had one quarterfinal match so far. Let's have the second one. Let's see if I can go against my own predictions and reach the semi-final, because I predicted, I'm pretty sure, myself against Kagemaru. And I predicted myself to lose that one. I think the finals I predicted was Kagemaru against Sadie. And Sadie beating Kagemaru in the final. So, I'm pretty sure I predicted Kagemaru beating Disa as well. It's a relatively unique deck that Kagemaru has. No, not Fujiwara. He wasn't randomized for this tournament. Maybe next one. Chumley's just so late in the list now because he's not a regular character anymore. He just appears because he used to be a playable character. Attack Force 3 doesn't want to have all of them available. There's Kagamaru deck 2. I do want to keep him using the same deck. Let's see if we can do this. It's gonna be a scary one. But we're gonna start, which is probably good. Set something up. Have an extra turn to draw into Heavy Storm. When I draw into Heavy Storm or when I use it is going to be so important.
この若さを来いお前の魂ごと俺の肉体に吸い取ってやるデュエル
Very basic opener. Not too happy about it. We have Skyscraper, which can be nice depending on what he plays, but his only main attackers, well, would be Uriah. He does a Surge Striker and Dark Crusader, so maybe use this. Snipe Hunter, oh yeah. Well, he's gonna try and destroy my clay, man. That would also be a way through Snipe Hunter to get more continuous traps in the grave. Same with Morphing Jar, just to get cards in his hand, but also if he sets a bunch, he can redraw, get more cards to play, or just puts continuous traps in the grave. Yeah. He probably has more traps to play than just those two. Not. I'm scared. Help, Liz. Wild Heart would be awesome, but we have equal attack. The Skyscraper. If Walter would have had one attack point less, then it would have used it in Skyscraper. They can't. Stratos can destroy spells and traps, but only if there's other heroes on the field. I don't have that yet, so I'm gonna Spark Man. Hopefully they don't have a trap to use. Maybe not right now. Maybe Solemn Wishes they generally activate early. Needle Wall maybe too. Fairy Box at least they don't have, otherwise I would have used Fairy Box. Metal Reflect Slime perhaps? Zoma. Okay. Yeah, they summon it now so that they can switch to attack position next turn. Because they was summoning in defense. And maybe the other one's Metal Reflect Slime, but at least it's not Fairy Box. But they might still have Fairy Box in their hand and just not have not have set it, because they generally don't set all of the cards that they could set turn 1, especially because they're a little afraid of Heavy Storm, perhaps? No new sets. Usually there's at least one more if they have something. Wild Heart is good. Wild Heart, Skyscraper. And if they don't have anything else to play, it might be smart. Keep Polymerization for later. Or Stratos into something. Stratos destroy? No. Because I feel like that's Metal Reflect Slime. So I need a way to beat Metal Reflect Slime. What do I have in here that beats Metal Reflect Slime? Necro Shaman? Yeah, Necro Shaman beats it. Plasma Vice does not, because it's only for attack positions. Rampart Blaster. Pretty sure that only works if the opponent doesn't actually have a monster. The Shining ones do, but I don't have Sparkman anymore, nor do I have King of the Swamp to really make use of it. Tempest doesn't. Thunder Giant does, but I don't have Clayman. Although through Miracle Fusion maybe later. Wild Wingman, yeah. So basically... Wait. Stratos, get Avion, get Wild Wingman. I almost never use Wild Wingman, but this is the duel to use Wild Wingman. I like how multiple outs to his cards are Wild Heart fusions. And he has a trap deck. Avion, a Wild Heart. I summon Elemental Hero, Wild Wingman. I love the wings on this. On Avion is already, but here. Alright, let's take out the set first. It was Metal Reflex Slime. And now I prefer not to take a bunch of damage. So we're shooting to the Skyscraper. I think Skyscraper might be needed for later, but first for more damage. I'm gonna push for damage and keep percentage for next turn. The Sword Striker Dark Crusader is not gonna beat me. Maybe Crusader if they have the cards to discard? Yeah. If they have Dark Crusader and they boost its attack, that might be the way. And otherwise, there's very little that they can do. Wild Wingman is my win condition. If they don't have a good draw now, I win next turn with 3 direct attacks, because Persistent Risk can then be added to it. And I'll have a discard for 1 set card. They had Premature Burial already, alright. I don't even remember what they have. Oh yeah, Snipe Hunter. Alright, Snipe Hunter might be able to get them out of a difficult situation. How many will they try? Oh, they had Dark Zamorg! But they didn't have a wind monster in the graveyard. You're gonna... Ooh, that's bad. They're gonna keep trying it. They don't know what I have in my hand, but if they do this, this is trouble. It's who top decks. This is the top deck battle. Alright, that's another way they could get through this. They really didn't have the really important traps. The Snipe kind of keep destroying with their effect as well. They fall in Paradise. Yeah, this is basically a Pot of Greed when it's on the field, but only if you have one of the Sacred Beasts. If I had gotten rid of Burstinatrix instead of Skyscraper last turn, I would have been able to summon Bubbleman, normal summon, use Skyscraper, get over Snipe Hunter, and take the advantage. Now I cannot. So no other cards in your side field and in your hand. Maybe there's something, somehow, that I can create that scenario? But I would draw another thing next turn. That was looking good. I think I played it well, but yeah. I chose offense. It was a risk either way. Because if I didn't choose offense, and I often choose the more defensive strategy, or a more careful one, but then it turns out that they can beat me because I was more careful. They get another turn or two to draw stuff, and they didn't beat me. And if it would have just chosen offense, it would have been done. I think I lose after all, and we never even saw the big traps or Uriah. Just because they were able to premature burial Snipe Hunter. Dang it. Now, if I would have done the Bubbleman Skyscraper thing, Slate Warrior would have then beaten Bubbleman. So then they would still have the advantage, just a bit less. And then I think I would have had another turn to maybe draw into something, but I lost to Kagamaru. Not in the way that I expected at all. But I lost to Kagamaru. I won't complain. Like, in a way, this is one of the reasons why I didn't choose the best deck, because it is a CPU duel tournament. So if I keep using the best deck, I have a really big chance of winning. I know what deck I want to use in the next tournament, though. I have a deck destruction deck that I really want to play with more. Because you can't really do that in story mode, where it's a bunch of tag duels. I'm knocked out. That's sad, but in a way it's nice, because then we just have the AIs left to look for. Kagamaru wins and goes against Disa in the semi-final. I didn't open the bracket, but here you go. Next up, Zane Truesdale, Supreme King. Oh, what in the world did I just do? Is this thing still okay? Yes, okay. Yeah, I just moved something on our computer and it just looked weird. Ah, sorry about that. Needed to check. CPU Spectator. And Zane needed to be his most recent one. Against the Supreme King. And Supreme King was deck number 10. Yup. Jane Yukio 5 would be the regular elemental heroes. That would be the one that works best with my deck in Attack Duel.
裏サイバー流の切れ味とくと味わうがいい。デュエル。俺の勝利の糧となれ。俺のターン。ドロー。手札から魔法発動。モンスターをセット。カードをセット。ターンエンド。邪魔立ては許さん。俺のターン。ドロー。手札より魔法発動。いでよ、モンスターを融合召喚。
Did he just Dark Gaia turn 1?
バトル。
From his hand?
行け。モンスターで攻撃。
Zane, are you gonna be good?
モンスター効果発動。
I don't think you are. Because that's 3,300 damage.
血のたぎりを感じるぞ。
While you had a defense position monster.
モンスターをセット。ターンエンド。
He can Cyber Dragon, but then what? He doesn't have Does he have DNA Cyber Dragon? Because then he could Fortress. Ooh, he could Cyber Dragon and Light into Cyber Twin? And then maybe Premature Burial into the third one? Into Armored Cyber, so that'd just be Fortress. Or... He doesn't have a fusion. He can Twin. Yeah, I think he's going for Twin Dragon, but Twin Dragon still doesn't beat Dark Gaia. Why would you play that now? What's the point? What are you gonna summon that does anything? You're not gonna be able to beat Dark Gaia. That is a waste of a card. Keep it until later, unless this is just to defend your life points. That was a useless play. What are you gonna do with Twin Dragon? You just wasted your Twin Dragon. If you were just gonna do that, just set your Hexsteel Fusion, don't play Cybertron.
Battle. Yuke, monster de kogeki.
The guy's not gonna deal damage because I think it's. Oh! That's why! I completely missed the Sakuretsu armor. And I'm happy I missed that because I like surprises like that. Oh, and Cybertron get attacked twice. That's Zane in the semis. If he gets anything good. Because that's 56. Yeah! That's Zane in the semis if all direct attacks go through. He's just Proto Cyber Dragon 2. What are you doing? He had to win!
Battle! Yare! Monster de direct attack!
It's like, oh, if you can summon a stronger monster, always summon a stronger monster. That's what the AI thinks. He had the win. 2 attacks from Cyber Twin Dragon for 28, making 56. Another 21 from regular Cyber Dragon, making 77. Plus, that's 8,800 damage. Now Supreme King has a chance to come back. Sure, 3,000 attack is going to be hard to beat. But one Dark Calling into a Malicious Demon or another Dark Gaia and it's done. There's no way that Zane gets over this. He could Heavy Storm, take out Caius, and do more damage. If he has another Proto Cyber Dragon, he should do that. And he does. And he's going to actually do it now, because what are you even going to fuse into? Actually, no, he doesn't have the win. That would have had 100 life points left. But still, why would you not play Proto Cyber at this point? He didn't have the win. But I think I do approve of Heavy Storm there for much bigger damage. Maybe keeping it until next time would have been nice, because you would get rid of the monster anyway. In case he gets something with Mirror Force here, he doesn't. Supreme King just had his Dark Fusion earlier. That Sakuretsu armor was the key card. Why do you get Jaden's victory thing here? Feels so weird. Chimera Fortress Dragon! Direct attack! Sane wins again? I did not expect that, honestly. Another relatively quick duel. Zane Truesdale getting the victory over the Supreme King. Nightshroud and Truman both had a really easy fight. They beat Moses, they beat Ait. Now they're gonna actually fight each other. And see who moves on to the semifinals. Nightshroud, Truman. Who's gonna take that one? Let's find out. It was Atticus 4. Yeah, and Truman was 3. Yep, let's go.
Atta bakari da ga, kimi wa shinjitsu ni chikazuki sugite iru. Koko de shōkyō sasete morao.
燃やし尽くしてやる。何もかもな。
デュエル。
燃やしがいがあるな。私のターン。ドロー。手札から魔法発動。よし、モンスターを特殊召喚。我がしもべだ。モンスターを特殊召喚。モンスター効果だ。燃やし尽くしてやる。モンスターを特殊召喚。ターンエンド。
君の得意技は分かった。私のターン。
So what I would have done is summon Red Eyes, play Infernal Fire Blast, because you couldn't attack anyway, then do nothing. Keep Darkness Metal for next turn. With Red Eyes Wyverns you could summon it, then maybe even get Red Eyes Black Dragon back once it will be destroyed. But it looks like they're pretty good. So that was a risky move though. Anything like Dark Hole would have completely taken them out. But a lot more people play Heavy Storm, not play Dark Hole.
よし、モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。モンスター効果発動。
この瞬間リバースカードオープン、トラップ発動。
バトルだ。書き切る。モンスターで攻撃。書き切る。モンスターでダイレクトアタック。
効かんな。
ターンエンドだ。
常識にとらわれないのが私のデュエルでね。私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。カードをセット。ターンエンド。
私のターン。ドロー。燃やし尽くしてやる。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。バトルを行う。書き切る。モンスターで攻撃。
リバースカードオープン、トラップ発動。
何ターンエンドだ。
常識にとらわれないのが私のデュエルでね。私のターン。ドロー。よし、モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。バトル。消去する。モンスターでダイレクトアタック。
この痛みが醍醐味だ。
ターンエンド。
私のターン。ドロー。モンスター効果発動。我がしもべだ。モンスターを特殊召喚。ターンエンドだ。
君の得意技は分かった。私のターン。ドロー。ターンエンド。
燃やしがいがあるな。私のターン。ドロー。燃やし尽くしてやる。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚だ。モンスター効果だ。我がしもべだ。モンスターを特殊召喚。バトルだ。恐れる。モンスターで攻撃。じゃれつくな。モンスターでダイレクトアタック。
効かんな。
じゃれつくな。モンスターでダイレクトアタック。
私としたことが。
ターンエンド。
いや、もう胸いっぱいだよ。私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。ターンエンド。
あとわずかだ。私のターン。ドロー。バトルだ。じゃれ
Looking
つ
good
く
for
な。
Night Shroud.
モンスターで攻撃。
モンスター効果発動。
脆いな。モンスターでダイレク
I
トアタ
think this
ック。
duel gives you a decent idea of why Red is Dragon Map Dragon was really good. If you have a dragon deck, just even in this game, just play it. It's really useful. Night Shroud to the semifinals.
今回は遅れを取ったが、次はさらなる力で君を迎えよう。楽しみにしてくれたまえ。
どうした？貴様にできることは 悲鳴を上げることだけか。
3 duels remain because we are in the semi-finals. 4 duelists still with a chance at becoming the champion, including our defending champion, in a sense, Disa, who intends to become a true champion this time. Her opponent in the semi-finals will be Kagemaru, who really showed what he could do in his in his first round match against Jesse. Never gonna summon Uriah. Didn't summon it against me either. Will he get to do that this time? Will Disa be able to... Will Disa get stuck with their monsters again? Will they not be able to summon their monarchs and stuff like that early on? Disa against Kagemaru semi-finals. Let's get this set up. How's everyone's predictions going? Do you think it would get this way? Let's actually check my predictions, because I can check my own. Wait, I had Kagemaru, Disa, and Truman in the semi-finals. I think I had Truman beat Night Shroud? No, Truman, no, it was Truman against who? No, Truman also Night Shroud, but then... No, Sadie was in the first half, yeah. But I had Kagemaru, Disa, and Truman in semifinals predicted. So I got 2 of them, Kagemaru and Disa. But I had neither of them winning the tournament because I selected Sadie. None of Gaming's predictions even make the semifinals. None of his top 4. So it was Kagemaru 2, right? Yeah. Against Disa. Semi-finals have begun. I just thought of something. Before I do the huge tournaments, what I could do is do 2 smaller tournaments, which are still big ones. One of them would be all of the page 3 characters, so all the game exclusive ones in a big tournament. They're the least recognizable, because you don't know them from the anime. But it'd be interesting still to see what they have. And then the other tournament would be page 1 and page 2 together. So all the anime characters. And see, then I have a winner for both. Let's say Disa is the winner for one, and then so let's say Supreme King wins for the anime characters. Also, I'll put regular Jaden and Supreme King separate, because I feel like they're different enough in characters. Jaden has multiple decks, but I put in Jaden once. I'm not going to put in Season 4 Jaden and earlier Jaden. I'm just going to choose whichever one I feel is more appropriate. Like, which is the better deck, maybe. Probably I'll do Season 4 Jaden. May I ask, where's Mindy in this tournament? Mindy is not in this tournament. Mindy was in the first tournament. If you were there, you might remember Mindy. But I randomized most characters. And I did not randomize Mindy. Disa, who's in this battle, who is currently the semifinals. Disa as the defending champion, although not really champion because that was me. Disa was the best CPU character in the last tournament. Disa automatically qualified. I was in there, and then there were a few others that I really wanted to be in the tournament, such as Truman. So those are in, but most of the opponents were still randomized. I stuck to 3 from page 3, so Disa plus 2 others. Myself, making a 4th character. At least 2 characters from page 1, and then randomizing the rest. For the most part, because I selected Truman to be in there. And the people from page 1 that ended up being in the tournament were Supreme King, and then the 2 people that weren't in tournament 1 from page 1, which are Bastion and Zane. And Zane's in the semifinals. Mindy was not selected. Mindy was not randomized. We saw quite a few other characters. Because since the first tournament, I've unlocked a lot more characters. Truman, Kagemaru, Night Shroud, way more. So, no Mindy. Oh, that's 3 continuous traps. And Grandma only gets rid of a second. Okay, 2 continuous traps. So, both getting rid of the set monster and the Nightmare Wheel. That's good. Especially knowing Uriah is in his hand. 1 more continuous trap and he can summon Uriah. Thing is, even if Uriah gets played, Uriah can get completely gotten rid of by Soul Exchange. And there's enough one tribute monsters in the deck for Disa. So Uriah is the rightmost card as we're looking at it. Because the left one was just drawn and they added Uriah earlier with Sangan. Morphing Jar? Mask of Darkness! Ooh, that would stop an attack from Grandmarg and get that 3rd trap on the field. I remember Kagemar's first duel. He got up to like 18,000 something life points because of double Solemn Wishes. I don't think he'll get that far this time because he only has 1 Solemn Wishes right now and he has Uriah that he can actually summon. Last time he did... No, in his first match he did start with Uriah. But then Morphing Jar happened and he never drew or added another one. Setting the field spell. Huh? Oh, he knows he could do it next time. That's a Soul Exchange plus Zacchaeus. I feel like this is gonna be Nightmare. Oh no, they're gonna cheapen summon Caius now to get rid of the Nightmare Wheel. And then banish another card. We're getting rid of the field spell or one of the face-up traps? They probably should do the traps. It's pretty sure the only field spell he has is the basic effective once per turn pot agreed. I think it would have been best for Kagemaru. Like, they couldn't have known that what was in Disa's hand, but just in case they had something like Caius, they should have waited. Let the attack through. They probably wouldn't have tribute summoned. And then Nightmare Rule in the end phase. To still get the 500 damage, because I think that's doing your own turn. And then Uriah. But yeah, then Soul Exchange. There's Heavy Storm of Disa really wants, but it's looking good so far. Ordeal of a Traveler. Or at least one of them's a monster. Trap card selected. No, that was Uriah. Monster Reborn. Why now? Why not next turn? They're afraid of a direct attack, perhaps. Heavy Storm set? Why? Oh, maybe because they wanted to use it, but Anti-Spell Fragrance exists. I guess that works. Once Heavy Storm is played, with the field as it is right now, if Heavy Storm is played, sure, Disa would lose multiple of their set cards. But that's really good for them. And even if Uriah comes out, there's Soul Exchange plus Caius in the hand. I feel like Disa has a huge advantage right now. And just revealing Needle Wall, which wasn't needed. It doesn't come up until your standby phase anyway. Yep, Heavy Storm, get rid of those. Get rid of the field spell. I think it's going to be a set with Morphing Jar. Probably they shouldn't play Morphing Jar because that gets new card for Kagemaru. Both Disa, well, we also know Kagemaru has Uriah. It's only one potentially useful card in the hand right now. Thing is, he does have a few anime exclusive cards like Dark Summoning Beast or something like that that can just summon Uriah from the hand, I think. Although I don't remember what the anime effect is. If Uriah does happen to come out, there's going to be a lot, and I mean a lot, of power behind that card because there's a bunch of continuous traps in the graveyard. Now Morphing Jar, because otherwise they wouldn't have set that in phase 1. They give the extra cards to... Okay. Stop Sakuretsu and Soul Exchange, actually. So if he could somehow manage to get Uriah out while keeping them on the field, that's a way to keep it safe. Never mind. Well, they can just use that same continuous shot next time. This is an offensive strategy for Disa. Giving Kagamaru a refreshed hand is probably what he would have wanted. Why would you not have summoned that before if you were going to summon it anyway? Would have been 1700 more damage, one direct attack needed next turn. What if they had Metal Reflex Line? What if they said a bunch is Morphing Jar? Just 2 cards, probably not Morphing Jar then. Mask of Darkness, maybe. Could also be Surge Striker. Why they play Solemn Wishes the moment they can, just like with Needle Wall? I'm not sure. That one might be smart. Because it might be a quick play spell or something that's useful. That's Sakuretsu and Bottomless dealt with. Okay, the Nightmare Wheel? Is that what they want? Or they're going for a deal with a Traveler. Okay. I feel like a tribute summon to Mobius would be good at this point. Or maybe keep that for next turn. Set Marshmallow now? Oh wait, they don't have Mobius in the hand. It's on the field, Kai's in the hand. Not looking good for Kagamaru. Disa could get into the finals again. What's his destiny draw? Big Monster Reborn. For Grandma to get some kind of power on the field. No Bottomless Trap Hole. We know the third set is Metal Reflection because unfortunately we can see Disa's hand. Still would like that to be not possible. Oh yeah, by the way, 1000 damage to you, Kagamaru. If you don't have a good set card now, Disa's gonna win. Is this the final turn? This could be the final turn. Sangan joins the party? I guess one of them crashes into the Monarch, one of them takes out the set, and then Sangan attacks for game. But Ordeal of a Traveler is there. Attacking monster goes to the end. If you get it wrong, why? It's like there's a high chance trap card, so now we at least know it's one of them. So at least a 50% chance there is a trap. So just keep saying trap, I would say. Same anti-spell fragrance, unless he has 2. Get it right one more time, and Disa's in the final. It's anti-spell fragrance, but there's another set card, there's Metal Reflex Slime. Kagamaru is safe for now. Also, there's 4 set cards on the field. If he gets Uriah, he needs to not get rid of his Xing Yang Hu, the Chinese sounding name. I don't remember what the name of that card is. Xing Zhen Hu. Probably a mispronunciation somewhere, because I'm not exactly good at Chinese. I feel like I can be decent in Japanese pronunciation, but not Chinese. And that's my assumption that it's Chinese in the first place. I might be wrong on that too. Caius, get rid of Reflex Slime. Yeah, and they didn't set a new card, so we know at least 50-50 for the trap.
バトルよ。いっけー、モンスターで攻撃よ。
They say monster? It's the other trap, it's another Meta Reflex them.
モンスターで攻撃よ。
It's complete public knowledge now. They're both traps. Anti-spell fragrance and Meta Reflex them. Why are you saying monster?
カードをセットよ。
It was 50-50 trap anyway.
ワンエンドよ。
That's still possible. Can't Caius banish itself and then still deal 1,000 damage to the opponent? Maybe. Karaz the Light Monarch might be key here. Because it can destroy just any 2 cards on the field. Tribute Summon Karaz, take out the new set card, which I'm gonna guess is Metal Reflex Slam, and then take out Ordeal, maybe?
私のターン。
Unless you're smart, then you leave Ordeal on the field, because you know that one of the set, between the set and the hand card, is Metal Reflex Slam and Anti-Spell Fragrance. The selected monster the Karaz can pop. Potentially.
これでいくわ。モンスターを攻撃表示でしょ。
Went with Caius.
モンスター効果発動。
Banish what? Why banish the attack monster?
バトルよ。
Banish the defense one.
いっけー、モンスター
Deal
で
damage.
攻撃よ。
Okay, it's a trap. It's Metal Reflex Slime. Good. Oh no, the Kai's is gonna get weakened slightly. Kagamaru needs to set Metal Reflex Slime.
ターンエンド
And even then, there's a second Kai's and there's a Karaz in the hand. I'm pretty sure if you use Karaz's effect, you can't battle that turn, or at least Karaz can't attack, I think. Gaining a bit of life once Silent Wishes has been helping him. It's looking very good for Disa, who still hasn't taken damage, mind you. This is just Kagamaru trying to survive. Is he gonna crash into it? No? Imagine if Sakuretsu Armor and Bottomless were live on Disa's side. That would have just been a Bottomless and boom, it's gone.
これでいくわ。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。
Warrior Ladies are good at it. I probably would have Tribute Summoned Pius. Yeah, Tribute Summoned Kai's would have been game.
攻撃よ。
But this can too, as long as you call trap cards twice, because you know it's a trap card. Disa will not have a perfect game. She chose this way out. But having a perfect game,
モンスター効
I
果。
don't know, if someone would keep those statistics, then whatever. But I'm not.
いっけー、モンスターで大
If she says trap cards, Disa's in the finals. It's a trap card. No wait, she's not in the finals. There's 200 life points. She should Tribute Summon Caius. So banish Slate Warrior, and then have a 2400 attack, direct attack. Call trap cards. Win. Solemn Wish is keeping him alive. Does he get Uriah now? That would be something. We still haven't seen him use Uriah, and he's not going to get Uriah. He does have one card in his hand that we
私のターン。
we don't know for sure. The only reason why he wouldn't play his new hand card is if it's not a trap and they hope Disa will call trap cards and then they randomly select the non-trap card. Say trap. It's still Metal Reflex Slime. That's game! Disa into the final. I really like Disa. It's just a game exclusive character. But she wins again.
俺の力は神をも従えるはずだ。それなのにバカなバカなバカなバカな。
よし、私の勝ちね。
Disa to the final. Will she actually be able to do it? She has 6 duels against CPU opponents so far and won all of them. Who's going to be her opponent in the final? Zane Truesdale. With his Chimeric Fortress, Chimeric Over Dragon, Cyberturn, Cyber End. I think he has End. Or will it be Night Shroud and his Red Eyes Dragon deck with FGD in it? Both are dangerous. But Disa's Monarch deck is dangerous too. Zane versus Night Shroud. Who is going to go to the final? Let's find out.
Ura サイバー流の切れ味、とくと味わうがいい。デュエル。さあ、やろうか。俺のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。カードをセット。
I see a Power Bond.
ターンエンド。
What he could have done is waited with Power Bond. Just played Cyber Valley to take the attack, and then next turn just Power Bond Cyber Twin Dragon attack twice for 5600. Like Cyber End Dragon is dangerous with piercing and 8000 attack off a Power Bond, but having a 5600 attack monster that can attack twice per turn could be a lot more dangerous. He could still do it. If Nitro doesn't have good sets, this could be over already. This could be an OTK. If he doesn't have good set cards. He has two. Is Zane gonna risk it? He could go for OTK now. Wait, he has some normal summon Proto Cyber first. He does. Are you gonna Power Bond? Are you gonna Power Bond? DNA Surgery. Is he gonna Fortress? No, he's gonna Cyber Twin without Power Bond. I guess if you're expecting something like Neuroforge or Sakuretsu Armor, then this would be a better play. But I was hoping you could go for the OTK, just because that's cool. Still, it's gonna be 5600 if it goes through. It'll feel bad for him if he realizes he could have OTK. Or maybe Nitro will let the attacks through, even if he could stop. The attack went through. If he had Sakuretsu or Mirror Force or something like that, he wouldn't have done that. No. What? Why? Huh? Why would he let the first attack through if he had Mirror Force? Okay, good that no Power Bond was played, but why in the world? Can come up with any logical reason why you would let the first attack through. That makes no sense to me. He just lost 2,800 life points for no reason. Now he has the Light Hexal Fusion. If he gets a Cyber Dragon or something like it, he could use it. Oh, he's just gonna attack with the Hexal Fusion? No, he's gonna Over Dragon. Now he wants to attack hard. So that's 4,800 attack? He's lost every other card though. If Nitro can stop this one too. Nitro probably has this. Because Zane will not have any other cards and he'll take 2,400 damage at the end of the turn. Because of Power Bond. That's big damage! They can attack multiple times a turn, but only on monsters. If it's a direct attack, you don't get one. Probably take 24. But he does have a 4,800 monster on the field.
ターンエンド
So, Nightshot, you better draw a good card.
は関係ない私のターンだ
This would be Destiny Draw. Or maybe his Destiny Draw is Mirror Force. And he doesn't Destiny Draw now, because he's already played it.
ターンエン
He doesn't have anything? Can he not play? Does he have like Red Eyes Darkness Metal,
ド俺のターン
all this Red Eyes, Inferno Fire Blast, stuff like that? Has he bricked? Has Nightshot bricked? Is this over?
こいつ
Zane Truesdale!
ザルトバスター
Yeah, even if Nightshot would have Mirror Force on the first Cyber Twin Dragon attack, the second direct attack from Overdragon finishes it off. It'll be an interesting final. I think it could go both ways with Disa. It's gonna be Disa versus Zane Truesdale. Especially in the first season anime, he is set up as like the ultimate duelist of the academy, and he does not lose. And I don't think he loses at all in season 1. He just has one draw at the end.
この痛み格別だ鬼にならねば見えぬ地平がある敗者の貴様にはわかるまい
I think his first loss comes against Aster season 2 in the Pro League. Alright, one more duel. Let me know in the chat who is going to take it. Our defending champ, Disa. Will she win a true championship this time? Or will she, for the second tournament out of 2, lose in the final? One more fight. Disa, Zane for the championship. Let's go. The fact that Disa is in the top 2 again means I just have high expectations of Disa, and maybe even if Zane wins, I might want to put Disa in the next tournament again. Or give Disa like the Hall of Fame spot or whatever if I do a bunch of these tournaments. Just making it to the final twice is incredible. You have to get there once, at least win the tournament, to get a second shot for sure. It's really hard, especially as a page 3 character like Disa, to be randomized in something good. The Stylus to start, that's a nice one. Get rid of one of Zane's cards. Gold Sarcophagus. Could be good. Doesn't have the consistent search that maybe he would like. Beauty Warrior Lady is nice to get rid of some cards. If her board is cleared, Gores. I do like Gores in this era. You barely ever see it in much later formats. Ooh. Should have summoned an attack then, but I guess if the spell isn't taken into account. Ooh, Cyber Twin? I don't remember what that set card is. And I'm happy about it, because I don't really want to know what Disa's cards are in the first place. Common to see Cyber Twin. Potential 5600. 2 cards in hand, but also Cyber Dragon, like a real Cyber Dragon in the grave. Evolution Twin Blaster! Hey, what's Sakuretsu? My people who paid a little more attention than me than I knew that. Premature Burial to bring a card back, alright. Give back Cyber Dragon to have a defense against something. Disa can still play DD Warrior Lady, but will they? Or will they not play anything and just wait for cores? So you can still summon something and then still wait for cores. Going on the offensive instead of waiting for them to attack. Because they realize how good a Cyber Dragon on the field can be. And especially with Gores in hand, leaving your field completely empty isn't a bad thing. And this also banishes Cyber Dragons, so it can't even be used for Overload Fusion anymore. You need at least one Cyber Dragon in there, but then again, I think Hexal Fusion, Light Hexal Fusion can be used for that. Armored Cybern. It's just there as for the theme and for the fact that it has cyber in its name, I guess. It's a machine. But what does it really do? Can't play anything. I can't imagine that being anything except Armored Cybern, because pretty sure Armored Cybern doesn't have attack points. No, it's Morphing Jar! There goes Gores! The refresh might be nice for Disa, but Gores is gone now. Oh, there's some good traps in there, though. And Gramarg. It's not over yet. These will still have some really nice cards. Zen did get a refresh too. But Metal Reflex Line, Bottomless. They're good cards. The fact that she was not summoning anything, maybe Zane should have waited. Zane couldn't have known that it was Gores in there. I don't think she's used Gores even once in this tournament, so even if you watched her other matches, that information wouldn't have been there. The fact that she wasn't summoning anything was probably a sign of, hey, I just have a bunch of Monarchs, it's not working. Maybe she shouldn't have played Morphing Jar? Double Spell Striker. We're gonna see Gramarg, yes we are. One of the sets is gonna be destroyed. Nobleman across out, sort of a bluff. No, it was just set there because Morphing Jar. So that other face down might not be anything good either. It might just be a very regular spell card that was just set because Morphing Jar. The AI sets just everything when Morphing Jar comes around. Because they don't want to discard it. Which makes sense. Ooh, Evil Laugh. What do you have planned? You had a Cyber Dragon on the field, you don't anymore. No Reflex, I'm not set yet, but that makes sense because you probably don't need it until you're out of monsters. Bottomless is there. So anything like Chimera Tech, Cyber Dragon, gonna get stopped. Cyber Valley is not Cyber Dragon. Cyber Valley could just get them a draw stall for a turn. If we play Final Countdown deck in this game, there's a decent chance to play Cyber Valley. Alright, I guess we're gonna stall for a bit. Unless Mobius. Draw Mobius. I feel like Disa is in a better spot right now. Spirit Reaper. Alright. DNA Surgery is active, and there's stall happening. If Zane is able to play Cyber Dragon onto the field, something called Cyber Dragon, so that can be Proto Cyber Dragon, he can make a 4-material Fortress Dragon. Because he take the Cyber Valley, and then all the opponent's monsters as well. Because Fortress can take from the opponent's field. That's why he plays Surgery. Trune to reset swords. 2 more turns of stall.
カードをセット
And it reveals Spirit Reaper.
ターン
The DNA Surgery will come in again next turn.
行くぞ私のターン
If he can get a Proto Cyber Dragon or a regular Cyber Dragon onto the
リバー
field,
スカード
this is gonna be a huge Chimera Fortress Dragon. Ooh, but I see a Kai's that they contribute some Kai's into the swords.
だから魔法発動よ
Rain Control takes Cyber Valley to not have to deal with that. Tribute that. And then get rid of swords or get rid of the monster. I'd probably go for swords.
これで行くわ
Go for
モンスタ
attack.
ーを攻撃表示で召喚よ
Not let Zane set up what he needs for something like Over Dragon.
発動よ
I would have to assume that Zane's Destiny draws Overload Fusion.
バトルよいっけーモンスターで攻撃よ
Disa on the offensive. Shining Angel.
モンスター効果発動勝利のための
If he plays this well, Proto Cyber Dragon on the next one. If he plays this well. But pretty sure they always go old Shining Angels before something else. So unless he has another Shining Angel in hand, he'll summon the third one now. If he's smart, he summons Proto Cyber now, because the other two Spirit Reaper spell strike can't beat it. And then he's used Proto Cyber plus all the opponent's monsters, because the machines like his surgery, to go into Fortress.
逃がさんぞモンスターを特殊召喚
Fortress would have been stopped by Bottomless anyway. But without knowing where the opponent's cards are, that would make the most sense.
ダイレクトアタックよ
Spell strike can attack directly, so that's a bit more damage.
カードをセットよターンエンドよ
さあやろうか俺のターンドロー手札から装備魔法発動
Oh. Zane's in the lead set half stats, okay.
バトルやれ
Just a bit of damage, get rid of one of the monsters. And she didn't set Sakuretsu. Just met a Reflex them and Bottomless.
カードをセット
Imagine Mega
タ
Morph,
ーンエンド
like Overload Fusion into Chimera Attack, then Mega Morph, then Limit Removal. Or same thing on Cyber Twin Dragon off of Power Bond.
バトルよ
It's gonna be huge.
モンスターで攻
I
撃
think it's Sakuretsu armored
リバ
anyway.
ースカードオープントラップ発
There's a
動
Sakuretsu. That's Kaya's gone. The things that can beat Shining Angel
いっけーモンスターでダイレクト
are
ア
off
タ
the
ックよ
field. Zane still has a shot at this. Bit of damage from Spell Striker still. Exile Force could be summoned, get rid of Shining
これで行
Angel.
くわモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚
Also make sure its effect can't be used, Shining Angel can attack. Would make sense at
モン
this
スタ
point.
ー効果発動よ
Fortunately, under attack isn't that high, but it's the strongest monster on the field. Yeah.
カードをセットよ
Sakuretsu's there, Bottomless is
ターン
there.
エンドよ
Disa still has a real good defense setup.
さあやろうか
Zane would
俺の
need
ター
something
ン
like Heavy Storm to get rid of multiple traps. And then play
手
something
札
big.
から魔法を発動する
Alright, Bottomless. Summons
逃がさん
Gores.
モンスターを
Nice
特殊
choice, but
召
here
喚
comes Bottomless. I would assume.
リバースカードオープン
Yeah.
トラップ発動よ
Maybe weak attacks, but
ターン
Disa can keep going with the weak attacks. 'Cause even if Zane can summon something to attack them,
ドロー
Disa's monsters, like Cyber Dragon.
バトルよ
It'd be different.
いっけー
Thank you,
モンスターでダイレクト
my
アタック
wonderful
よ
partner, for reminding me to look at the time. Yes, I appreciate that. But because vacation times are over in the Netherlands, work starts 2 hours later again, so I have the time. But thank you for thinking about that.
いっけー
It's a discard, but the second surgery wasn't needed. This was the final match anyway, so after this match, I'm done streaming. I'll probably get some food after this and
ターンエンド
maybe
よ
chat with you for a bit, watch anime.
これが
Not
勝利のため
100% sure
の
yet.
俺のあがきだ俺のターンドロー
Zane's upset!
逃がさんぞモンスターを攻撃表
Proto
示で召喚
Cyber is the strongest monster on the field. He's gonna... Yeah, because of surgery, he's gonna summon Chimera Attack.
モンスターを
And he
特殊
thinks,
召喚
oh yay, I can do this, please don't have a trap card that can stop me. But we know that there is one because we can see Disa's hand.
リバースカードオープントラップ発動
Sakura's armor. Disa doesn't have anything to summon. But neither does Zane. And if Zane summons something, Disa still has defense.
ドロー
Oh, Disa just draws into something that can be normal summoned.
攻撃表示で
One of her few that can. She has a few Spell Strikers, Spirit Reaper, Sangan. One Morphing Jar?
モンスターで
I feel like quite a few decks in this game run Morphing Jar for a hand refresh.
面白い。血のたぎりを感じるぞ。
ターンエンドよ
And even if Disa would have gotten stuck with a new mana,
あがきだ。俺のターン。
and then she just needed to wait for Zane to summon something, and then she soul exchanges it away.
勝利のための踏み台だ。モンスターを攻撃表
Proto
示で召喚。
Cyber again.
バトル。やれ。モンスターで攻撃。
That just means Disa gets to add a monster. What option does she have left?
モンスター効果
Another Spell Striker? Marshmallow. It's public knowledge, not official public knowledge, but Zane could have the knowledge that Marshmallow is there, and is very likely going to be set to the field.
手札から魔法発動よ
If she sets Marshmallow, this is dumb. There's no point to summon that unless you contribute it.
モンスター
Because Zane's not going to attack into it because he knows that he will take damage.
ターンエンド
He
よ
likes to summon the Metal Fiend token too much.
俺の勝利の糧となれ。
In case this happens to have an effect that can get rid of Marshmallow, it's a nice move. Otherwise, it's a waste of life
バ
points.
トル。やれ。モンスターで攻撃。
Yeah, and wait, Zane chooses that? Takes the
面白い。
damage,
血のたぎり
but
を感
gets
じ
rid
る
of
ぞ。
it. Why?
ターンエンド。
Because he knows the other one's Marshmallow, but then why just attack?
私のターンドロ
Because
ー
Zane just cost himself 1100 life points. If we would have done nothing, it would have been 1000 lost by Disa instead. But here's the Borg. This could be the final turn. This could be the final move because the Borg destroys Proto Cyber Dragon upon summon.
バトルよ
Is Disa going to win 7 out of 7 against CPU opponents? Is Disa going to be the true champion? Yes, she is! Disa's champion! Wow! I guess in the next tournament we'll see Disa back again.
嘘だ。嘘だ。嘘だ。嘘だ。
Who's gonna dethrone Disa?
よし私の勝ちね
Honestly, at this point, I don't want to be in the next tournament because I can just choose to not be. Because then, next tournament, I intend to deal with a bit more of a good deck. I'll just show you what deck I'm referring to. Like, it might be the ultimate deck, and it can like break in sentence. I have every card counts, which is a deck destruction deck. It's not perfect, but it's really nice to use. Maybe this beats Disa. Like, I just don't want to be the one that beats Disa. I want it to be an AI, especially now that Disa's become the true champion. I don't want to knock out Disa and then have no one else have to even face her. So I think next tournament, at least if it's a tournament that Disa can even be in, then I'm not going to be in there. I'll do a good amount of more stories on my own time, upload the heart events to YouTube. Wisteria and Jane will come up in the next few days because they've already recorded those. I'm on Cyrus Druzel's story right now, but I don't have a good deck to work with him, so I would lose a bunch of the attack duels, which is meh. So maybe regular tournaments in like 2 weeks. I don't know. I probably won't have unlocked all the characters by then, but if I have unlocked either all the page 1 and 2 characters or all the page 3 characters, I might do that big tournament for just those characters. In that case, though, I think I will... If it's just the page 3 character tournament, I might not use the animations of all the characters. Because that, it in general just saves a bunch of time, but I feel like if it's not the anime characters, it adds a lot less. If you know what I mean. Yeah, that was a tournament for today. I stranded in the quarterfinals, and Disa is the champion. Let's actually pull that up and officially mark her as the champion. Bring up that bracket. Disa beats Zane Truesdale. End of the tournament. Night Shroud and Kagemaru take a tied third because there was no match for third place. That was it. Alright, so Tag Force will be back. The story events will continue on YouTube. Tournaments and then their VODs will go to, well, the tournaments will happen on Twitch. VODs will go to YouTube. I'm trying to think of what other game to do on stream. I'll occasionally do like Pokemon Forever Lock stuff. I will do, and then I have Tag Force, but I want something else, something a bit more casual or something that I can play on stream, but I have no idea what game I want to do with that. So I'm still looking for that. If you have suggestions, please feel free to leave them in my Discord. Speaking of that, what was the command for that again? I completely forgot. Ugh, I can't do that from Streamlabs because I need to log in for some reason. Here. Is this? No, there's not that command. What were the commands? I do not remember what my commands are. It's been a while since I did a Twitch stream before the last one. YouTube.com/alka1993. That's my link to my YouTube. Feel free to subscribe there for videos. The VOD of this, if you missed any of it, will be up there in the coming week or so. I upload Pokemon Battle Revolution every second day, and then other stuff in between, such as vlogs, Tag Force story duels, Forever Lock, and more. Hopefully soon I'll be able to let you know what I'm gonna do for the next stream game. And otherwise, you'll just find out. See you next time, and make sure you always remember that you are worth it. Goodbye.